That's feeder and come back around. It's a new leaf, Steve. I'm gonna do properly now. I'm not gonna be slovenly. I'm sitting up straight, you see.
Yep.
And it's gonna be a proper DJing, because I think coming up soon, some great tracks, including a new one from Abs and an old one from Snow. Informer.
You know me, don't be me eka boom, a licky boom boom down.
I'm joking, of course. We've got some fantastic tracks. There's some great chat, and we've got Karl with
some
me,
great
Steve. Steve, I'm Ricky Gervais on XFM 104.9.
There he is indeed, with him Steve Merchant. And Karl Pilkington, of course. Say hello, Karl.
Alright.
Yeah, nice. And you say you're reading...
The beginning of a radio show is very much your wares, your shop window, laying out your stall. I don't think you could choose a better track than The Only Ones, Another Girl on the Planet.
I'd love to hear it.
Another planet. One of my favourite intros, that.
Amazing.
Oh, that was dangerous, because I once heard on Capital Radio, this has got to be the greatest rock intro of all time, and they played Money for Nothing by Dire Straits.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I can just imagine them putting their head down.
I remember a friend of mine, when I was at school, he just bought a car, and he took me outside to show off the stereo system, Money for Nothing. He just played that. I've never heard the song before. Just played that for its entire 4 or 5 minute duration.
It is a good song for
the sound system.
Yeah, it's a good song for showing off intros and sound systems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You said you were driving along earlier. You saw someone.
Yeah, it was one of those zooped up sort of sporty saloons.
Nice.
You know, the big like a Mondale or something, those big, and it was blaring out, and the bloke in it was sort of like, I could tell he was 24, but already going bald.
Yeah.
From like obviously his estate agency jobs, not jail. But he's made a bit of money, and he's got, and the stereo system was ridiculous. I mean, so loud, and it was going through Covent Garden. He was playing Snow in Informer.
Do people remember Informer by Snow? It was a big tune in my
I don't know. It's great. Yeah, I always enjoy it.
Can I bring that in next week? Can we play Snow next week?
Well, you can play a tiny little bit.
Tiny little bit of Snow.
Yeah.
Informer. Do you remember Snow, Karl?
Yeah,
you love it. Yeah, big tune.
Yeah, loved it. Oh, did you?
Big tune from the 90s.
Happy song, isn't it?
Rick, you were saying that you've turned over a new leaf.
Yeah.
Is that in all aspects of your life, or is that just in your broadcasting career? Because the reason I bring that up is because, do you want to describe what you were eating just now when we came in? Because you're a 40-year-old man, you've put on a little bit of weight, so presumably you're watching what you eat.
Well, no, but it sounded exotic. I went into a cafe and they didn't have a cheese sandwich.
Right.
And,
can I describe what it looked like to me? Right, it looked to me like a big slab of cheese. You just got them to just cut off a big block of cheese, like the size of a CD case, or one of those double albums, right, of cheese, right, and just lightly melt that for me, so it drips over my hand and it gets really greasy in the bag. But just lay some strips of bacon on the top.
Yeah, but listen, you've embarrassed yourself.
Is that what it was?
No, it's a croque monsieur, so it's French.
It's a what?
A croque monsieur.
A croque monsieur.
Yeah, and so I thought,
I've never heard of a croque
You're having a, let's see, you've embarrassed yourself.
Is that how it's pronounced, or is it croque monsieur? You didn't expect me to be bringing out the French. Tu aimes la musique pop? Oui, je t'aime la musique pop.
Le plume de ma tante.
Où est le syndicat d'initiative?
That means my aunt's pen.
So what was it then? It was a croque.
Yeah, and it was just too greasy. It was just too, and it was all wobbly. I like toast, like it to be crisp.
Sure.
That's the thing with like, what? This is rubbish. Play Coldplay. Out the frying pan. Yeah. Coldplay. That's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad, not bad.
Nice little track. Yeah. Well, Steve, we've been away now for what, 12, 13, 14 weeks?
Is that really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been looking forward to coming back. It's great to be back.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, we've had some laughs, some tears in the interim, I imagine.
Yeah.
We've had a few ups and downs. Obviously, been working on the TV show, The Office, BAFTA winning. Coming soon, BBC 2. But Rick, I just need to mention something quickly to you. When did I last see you? I saw you yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because we went up to Edinburgh yesterday. We were very nicely invited to go and talk at the Edinburgh International Television Festival. It was quite a big deal. We went up there and we were interviewed. And Ricky chose to go on the train because it takes like 4 hours. Is it 4.5 hours or something on the train?
Yeah.
But it's quite leisurely. It's quite sort of gentlemanly thing to do.
Yeah.
I opted to go for the plane option and fly up there.
More modern.
Exactly, and they bankrolled that, they paid for it all, and that was all not very nice. And as I recall, when I last saw you, we got a cab, didn't we? And you asked if you could get the cab to drop you off at the train station.
Yeah.
And then it took me on to the airport.
Yeah.
Now that was before, the last time I saw you was before I got to the airport and missed my flight, wasn't it? Because I had to drop you off in the centre of town. Yeah, no, that was just before I had to pay £165 to upgrade to another ticket.
How did you not tell me that in the last hour?
£165, Ricky. I had to pay because we dropped you off at the train station. So, I mean, do you want to go halves on that, or what do you want to, how do you want to deal with that? How do you want to sort that whole mess out?
Why were you late?
Why was I late? Because we dropped you off in the centre of Edinburgh, and do you know how hard it is to get out of Edinburgh in rush hour traffic?
But it was only 3 minutes away, so you'd have missed it anyway.
No, because if we'd gone the other direction, it would have been 20 minutes. It took me like an hour to get to the airport. And I got there, and the plane had already left, and the cabbie was just laughing. He was saying, we're never going to make it. He goes, you were a religious man, you better start praying. I thought he was being facetious. He was absolutely right. £165.
But hold on, why didn't he tell you that when he picked up at 4:15?
It makes you wonder. So obviously, I'm a little bit annoyed, because you know I'm not a man who likes to sort of spend unnecessarily.
But wait, this is not my fault, because you were there when we made that decision. I didn't impose this on you, we both decided that might be it's both our fault. I mean, it's no one's fault.
It's both our fault. That's fair, that's all I wanted to hear. It's both our fault, therefore it's both our financial obligation.
No.
£165, just split that in half. Write a cheque, Rick. Write a cheque. It's fine. I trust you. You know.
Phone in. I think everyone. This is.
You're clearly irresponsible.
No, of course I'm not. If you share a cab and then one person's lucky enough to not be late and one person is unlucky enough, and that's what it is, bad luck. I don't think you share the obligation. It's a moral dilemma, this, isn't it?
But it's more than that, though, isn't it? Because let's be honest. Even if you had known that I was going to get there late, you'd have wanted me to hang around just so you weren't left around waiting for a train on your own.
No, because I got there.
Because you get bored sitting, don't you? So you'd have wanted me to at least got in that cab.
I got there way too early. I actually got there I was there about 30 minutes
early. You made it fine then, that was...
Well, exactly, so I mean, I sacrificed me hanging around for half an hour so you could get it at 4:15. And the other thing is this, you were going to get it at 4:15 anyway.
Yeah, but I would, if I'd gone the other direction and not dropped you off in the centre, I would have been there in time.
Would we?
Well,
is that true? Wow. Only God knows.
Well, and the cabbie. What I mentioned it to. So...
I'll tell you what to cheer you up. I'll tell you what's better than 80 quid. I'll tell you what's better than, shall I?
Go on.
Music.
What, are you paying the whole 165?
Listen, look, I've brought in a little track here, Bruce Springsteen off the Tunnel Love album, and I know you're a Springsteen fan.
I'm a Springsteen fan. We should just qualify this, because a lot of people who listen to XFM obviously a bit edgy about Springsteen. They just think he's this old, kind of ludicrous 80s rocker, the bandana, you know, the flying the flag, which he never really was.
No, that was Bon Jovi.
Exactly.
Don't confuse
Bon Jovi. But seriously, no, do you know what I mean? He did write some great music in the 70s, and he's just got a little bit kind of pompous in the 80s, but he still turned out some amazing tunes, one of which I imagine is this one, Rick.
This one's called Brilliant Disguise. Bit of Springsteen there, Brilliant Disguise on XFM 104.9. I think that soothed you a little bit. That's
not really
taking the blood off. I just remembered something as well.
80 quid, Rick, 80 quid.
You know what? We finished the talk at about sort of 3, and we had a couple of hours to kill before we got about that half 2, wasn't it? We had a couple of hours before we got the taxi, and we were eating in this cafe, and. He said, how long's your train journey? I said, 4.5 hours. He went, so you got, what did I get? I said, I'll get in about 10. He went, 6:30, me. And he's quite smug. And I went, yeah, I said, it is quite a long time. I just started to sort of relax and over there. He went, yeah, he said, I think I'm come off better here. Because usually, you've organised all this stuff. He said, but I think you've chosen wrong here. I think you're right.
Yeah. Don't think those words were coming back to haunt me as I was handing over 165 notes. All I was thinking was,
and I was on the train in first class, drinking John Smith's and listening to Mercedes Walkman.
Yeah, but I handed over my initial card. She said 165 quid then. I went, fine. I handed over the card. It was a Switch card. She said, we don't take Switch.
Don't they?
I was thinking, what am I going to do then? I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to get the money from.
What did you do in the end then?
Well, luckily I had another card.
Oh, right.
And she managed to accept that one. But I don't know what I'd have done there. I genuinely don't know what I'd have done.
You didn't tell me you had another card.
Yeah, I got 2 cards.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that is depressing.
I was so depressed, because I just kept thinking about what I'd said to you. I've won this time, because normally I'm always, like, legging it for tubes, or I'm just, do you know, where I get stuck in the rain, or
something. And I've organised a driver or something. Because when you get me a job, I said, well, it's up to you. It's up to you. You know what I mean? Every man for themselves.
But this time it was 4.5 hours, and I was just 40 minutes on the plane. There'd have been no problem.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm so livid. Do you know, I got off because I was not very well either. I'm a bit ill at the moment. I got off the plane, and I thought, well, I could get a cab from the airport all the way back home, but, you know, I've already been stung for 165 quid. Got the tube. Took me forever.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me forever. I got in probably later than you did. Around the 11 o'clock mark.
You didn't really?
No, it wasn't quite as bad as that. But I was so I'm really depressed, Rick, so I was saying 50 quid is something right out.
I mean, Steve does not like to waste money, and, I mean, by that, I mean...
I don't like to spend money.
No. He had to go out and get a shirt for a photo shoot, quite an important photo shoot for, I think, the Times, right? Went out, he was buying a shirt, went out, planned it, weren't sure. Came back $14.99 from Henny's.
Henny's, $14.99.
He knew where he was aiming, he aimed straight for Henny's, he knew where he can get a bargain. This is a man...
But it seems to me that at that kind of price, you can throw them away, Av. You don't even need to wash them, really. You can throw them away using, like, Kleenex.
Have you ever thrown one away?
No. No. Just scrape off the stains and keep on wearing it, Rick.
Remember that time when we went to the casino for my birthday, and I was like 100 quid down, and some people were 100 quid up and 100 quid down. He, after the 3 hours we were there, was down £20, genuinely depressed.
I was almost crying.
Yeah.
Because I don't, well, it's because it's a mugs game gambling. It really is. Was that where because I went there, it was, when it was one time we went there, it was, our agent's birthday.
Oh, that was another time we went there, right? And he was up, and he got a win, he was 30 quid up. And so I said, it's your round then. And the round was more than 30 quid. And he couldn't believe it, and he sat down and he went, I couldn't believe it. He said, and I bought him a present, so I was already down.
Yeah. I turned out I was already down because I bought our agent a gift. I didn't see him buy it. And you know that thing where you're buying a round of drinks for people you don't even know? So it's like, what's the story there? Why am I suddenly bankrolling you drinks? It's like, I don't know you people. I'm not going to get any kind of, I'm not going to see you again to sort of reap the benefits at a later point.
Because he came in with his
most of you are married or engaged, so I'm not even going to pull from it. It was a waste of time. It was like, just pure generosity.
It was something like from Swingers, because he came into the cocktail bar holding 3 chips up worth £10 each and went, hello, like that.
Yeah, I was £30 up. That's a lot of money, Rick. You know, Karl, you know that. 30 quid, you don't want to sniff at that.
Oh, what song should we play? We've got lots of songs in. It's hard.
Bit of Incubus.
Just to make me more depressed.
Do you like that?
Oh, I thought it was a bit slow.
I know, but I'm a fan of it.
I like slow songs, but
I really like. I've always been a fan of it, even from early days. I thought his first song was really great and much maligned. People didn't like it because they were expecting the
Verve.
Yeah, urban hymns and all that. That's great. On XFM 104.9.
Who are you?
Ricky Gervais, who are you?
Steve Merchant.
Who's that little round-headed fella over there?
Karl Pilkington.
Karl, I've had a lot of Karl today. He's a bit tired, aren't you?
Just a little bit.
What happened? You came back from Edinburgh today as well, didn't you, on the plane?
This morning.
Yeah.
Got an early flight.
Yeah.
It's just annoying me because there was like people on the plane fighting over where they wanted to sit.
Surely they've got designated seats.
Well, they have, but that wasn't good enough for them. They wanted to sit next to the friends and that. And it's like, well, you can't because you didn't check in together. So that's the way it is.
Yeah, done.
But the thing is, it's from Edinburgh, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand this sort of.
You can stand for that long, can't you?
Well, why do you have to sit next to the person anyway, to be honest? I mean, fair enough, if you're going on a long flight, someone to talk to, but for 40 minutes, it really doesn't matter.
I never want anyone to talk to. I don't want anyone sitting next to me to talk to me.
Why? What are they there for?
What? I don't mean people I go with. I mean if I'm travelling alone and I sit next to someone, I don't want them to talk to me.
Yeah, but I don't really know.
If I was travelling with you, I'd really not want you to talk to me.
Not if you're going to talk like this.
Yeah, this.
Oh, you sound like you're suicidal, mate. It was just a couple of people arguing. It's over, man.
Yeah.
The plane journey's finished. Why is it still stewing you up?
He paid 160 quid and he's not whinging, he doesn't care.
165 quid, let's get it right. If we're going to bring it up, if we're going to mention it.
And it's like Waterford looks back to him. He said to me, Rick, it's only money, and money is just something you have in case you don't die tomorrow. He's got a great attitude towards money, Steve. It's like, easy come, easy go. So just take a leaf out of Steve the I'm not spending that much merchant, and you'll have a happier life.
Sorry, I just need to defend myself for a minute. There are certain instances in life where, you see, you know you're giving me an attitude like that I'm tight. It's not tight.
No,
shut up. Let me defend myself. It's not that that I'm tight with money, it's that I want to get value for money at all times.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you probably got a lot of cash given to you, maybe it's pocket money when you were a kid. Every penny I've ever had, it's been money I've earned.
Yeah.
So frankly, I'm going to spend it wisely. Like, for instance, you might say you're in a party, or so you're at a party, maybe out in a bar with someone's birthday, you get talking to a girl, right? Maybe you buy her some drinks, right? You're chatting to her, and then you're chatting away for 2 hours, and then at the end of the evening, she says, oh, I gotta go meet my boyfriend now. Right, she's wasted my money and my time there.
Yeah.
That's 2 hours wasted and money wasted, right? Now, she should have told me straight away that she had a boyfriend, and I wouldn't have bothered with her. I'd have moved on, I'd have looked on to her.
What if she thought she was just having a chat with another human being?
Though, Rick, where I'm being deliberately deceived so people can extract money from me or interesting conversation.
Yeah.
She knew what I was after, it was obvious, the drooling mouth, you know, the beady eyes. And yet she was leading me on.
And she was a prostitute. And think how he felt about that. I mean, what a slap in the face.
Let's not try and cheapen it with that kind of cheap sexual innuendo, right? She occasionally slept with me for money.
It wasn't for money, it was for meals.
Yeah. No, but the point was, do you know what I mean? It's just that sort of attitude generally in my life. Is like, don't waste my time, you know? Don't waste my time or my money. You're like, life is, the clock is ticking as far as I'm concerned. And, you know, and so just, if you've got a boyfriend and I come up and I'm chatting you up, just let me know and I'll move on. I won't bother you. Yes, please. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I feel they should definitely introduce some kind of badge
You see,
system.
the problem is that women without boyfriends will be wearing those badges now, and you won't be able to, you know what I mean? You won't be able to say, have you really got a boyfriend?
No, I just think there should be some kind of there should be an etiquette, there should be an understanding.
Yeah.
You know, because they know, they can see what I'm after, it's obvious.
Is it obvious,
yes,
is it?
I make it very clear.
You're not a subtle man.
No, I just come over and pant.
Do you still try and attract their attention by throwing small rocks at them?
Yeah.
As they walk down has that ever worked?
Occasionally.
Is it really?
You know, the desperate ones or homeless ones.
Oh, the homeless ones. He once, he said to me, he came in to work and he said, I gave a homeless girl £1, right? Because I fancied her. He said, is that wrong? Is that really bad of me?
I don't think it is, you see. I don't think it is, because it seems to me if she was an attractive homeless girl and she deserved some of my money.
I just imagine him slowing down. I imagine him, like, going past loads of tramps going, get out of it, get a job. And she goes, hello.
But I have to say, I did for a moment just pause and think to myself whether I could kind of scoop her up in my arms, take her back to my place, and kind of turn her life around, like My Fair Lady.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And kind of teach her to speak properly, and dress her up in smart clothes, and take her out into sort of society.
Yeah. I think that's where your first mistake was. She said, listen, love, I'm up for it if I can hose you down. That was where you went wrong. Smith's Cemetery Gates. Great, wasn't it?
Always cracking.
Off the Queen is Dead. Voted best album of all time, I think, in an NME poll. I don't think it is their best album.
Strangers Here We Come.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Cracking.
Anyway, Karl, so people are arguing on the flight. How did you enjoy Edinburgh, by the way, anyway? Because I saw you up there briefly with you and, Nick Frost, your new mates, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. You know, he prefers them to us now.
I know, apparently, I could tell that from just talking to him, really.
It was just, the way he was sort of looking at them, everything, he was just smiling at Nick Frost. It's his new best chum. You love Nick Frost, don't you?
Would you have preferred it, right, if I went to Edinburgh and had to sit with some people that I really didn't like? Would you have been happier for me?
No, do you know, but
so I had a great time with Simon and Nick, and they're nice people.
But he kept going to, oi, Nick, tell Ricky that story. And Nick and Simon, well, all it was, right, and their ghost stories, he loves them because they believe in ghosts.
Oh.
It's not just
that. Great blokes with a great sense of humour, just because they believe in ghosts. You go and tell him that, he goes, how do you explain that? I was going, well, I wasn't there. What was that one you told me and it was completely wrong? About
It was, oh yeah, right, it's years ago.
Oh yeah.
Some
in olden days.
Oh sure.
When ghosts roamed the earth.
Once upon a time, you mean?
Yeah.
Some doctor or something who was into, like, the way bodies work. They got their head cut off.
Who did? The doctor?
Yeah, he was doing a bit of an experiment.
And he cut his own head off?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was about, he said, when my head's in the basket, I'm gonna blink my eyes.
Right.
Okay, sorry, hang on, let him finish.
And,
so the doctor has chopped his own head off, and he's told everyone, I'm gonna blink my eyes to
he's in the basket, and he goes like, right, I'm gonna blink my eyes about, as many times as I can, to quick count them. And they count, and he got to, like, 15 before he died.
Now, this is how Karl told me that. Till Nick Frost explained that, Karl told me, he said, right, well, a bloke, right, he had his head cut off, and when his head was in the basket, he went, count how many times I can blink. And I went, well, that's rubbish. He went, no. And Nick went, well, no, he actually said, when my head's in the basket. He went, and Karl went, all right. I said, Karl, do you know the subtle difference? Do you see the subtle difference?
I have to say, though, guys, I still don't really understand what went on there. You've both lost me.
The story is that a bloke who'd been found doing,
You mean that Karl just explained it and that was a clear version? Because I still don't know what you're talking about, Karl.
Well, this bloke had his head cut off at experiments against God. He was a doctor in the, in olden times.
Yeah.
And when they cut his head off...
Why did they cut his head off?
Because it was...
He was executed.
Crimes against... Exactly, he was executed, yeah. And, he said to his assistant, when my head's in the basket, I'm gonna blink, count how many times I blink and write it down as an experiment, right? Karl told it to me, like, his head was cut off and he went in the basket, and when his head was in the basket, he looked up and said, count how many times I blink. Yeah. I love that. I love the difference in that story.
Yeah.
Both rubbish,
Yeah.
but, one's possible and one isn't.
You believe anything that you're told, except when we tell you the truth.
Right,
Yeah.
here's one.
Christ.
Ghosts and that we got talking about.
Sure.
And Nick said, right, he said, you'll like this one. He said, my auntie, was having loads of problems.
Why are you whispering? It's not illegal to talk about ghosts on the radio.
No, but
He's hearing this.
so, the auntie's in the house and that, and, furniture's moving about all the time.
Oh, God.
And they were like, no,
Steve, he told me this one. This is such rubbish, mate.
No, come on, let's listen.
I'm gonna leave it to you. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy it. I'm just gonna watch your face, Steve.
right.
Sorry, so I missed the beginning there, Karl. There's an auntie in the house.
Basically, Nick's auntie,
Right.
Yeah.
in the house, things moving around all the time, and it was
God.
just annoying every time she tidied up. It was like,
It's just annoying.
making a mess.
It was 1 part annoying to 2 parts scary.
Yeah.
So, stuff was moving around all the time, and they said, right, rather than
Right, we need an housekeeper.
rather than having the house a mess, until we sort this
Stop
out.
it! I've got the vicar coming round. Stop moving stuff around.
Oh, yeah, go on.
They said,
That shouldn't be in the pants drawer.
let's put all the furniture in one room, right? So just have one room that's a mess, and have all the others empty.
Because I love the poltergeist can't really... It can move wardrobes around, but it can't open a door to put it in another room.
Yeah.
Poltergeist going, oh, I'm just making this room messy. I wish someone would open the door so I could... Go on.
Yeah, but so all this stuff's in this room.
So they
right?
moved all their furniture into
everything.
one
They
room.
put like the drawers in there and everything, and it was really uncomfortable because they were all like on top of each
They
other.
sat in the room with all the stuff.
Yeah, they had to because that's where the 3-piece suite was.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Right.
All right.
Oh, God.
So they sat there, like, all crumpled up and that, but nothing can move because it's so tight.
Yeah.
I think things were trying to move,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
everything
yeah.
was so tight. It's
They
just like,
foxed that poltergeist.
so anyway, one night they sat there, like, sort of a bit awkward watching the telly and that, and they hear some banging
Yeah.
in the next room. So she goes, oh God, what's that?
Oh, he hadn't moved in, had he, the ghost?
So
To some of the empty rooms.
so there's this
He's
bang,
moved some friends and family in.
there's this banging about going on.
listen
so
to this, listen to this,
she
Steve.
gets up, right,
Yeah.
and what it is, they had the baby in the next room because there wasn't much room for the cot.
Right, so they left the baby with the ghost.
So they go into the room where the baby is, and the banging
Yeah.
is like, do you know those plastic balls you get that you can chuck around the room and like they go mental?
Right.
The ones that you chuck once and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
keep bouncing
Yeah,
for
yeah,
ages.
yeah.
That was bouncing around the room.
Why? What, the
hitting
baby had thrown it?
Hitting all the walls, and the baby was there, stood in the cot, sort of laughing
Right.
and looking at the ball, and wherever it looked, the ball went.
Yeah.
And then she said, stop doing that.
Yeah.
And the ball just stopped.
Did it?
And it rolled a bit and stopped.
Right. So the baby had thrown the ball and it was watching it as it bounced around the room.
It wasn't throwing it, it was in control of it.
No, the point is, Steve, the baby has been doing it. It's been the baby all along.
The baby had been messing with the furniture. It was
So
the baby
it's a
that had the
super
power. Yeah, it's the baby that had the power.
Special baby.
It's a baby that had the power. It's
What
a baby
power?
that had the power.
What-
the
what's
power
the power?
of telekinesis.
Right.
They were then trying to convince me that telekinesis was not like all the other stuff that I didn't believe in, but that was a science.
Right.
Telekinesis was possible.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like ghosts and demons and all that stuff. Telekinesis is different.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
science.
But Nick's auntie saw it, and
I love the fact that you're telling me that someone else's auntie saw it. So I should be satisfied with that.
Yeah.
I should be satisfied with that. I mean,
no,
So does she still live in one room with all her possessions?
I think
the baby grew out of it, apparently.
it grew
The
up.
baby grew out of it.
So it doesn't use its telekinesis powers
No.
anymore?
Well, no, it's
No.
like in Carrie, innit? She was upset for a bit, and then she got over it.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one thing, Karl. That was a film. Do you want to play a record or? Get free. Alright, on XFM 104.9. Can I just tell you a story that Karl told me a couple of weeks ago?
Is this another ghost story? Another spooky story?
Yeah. I called him out. I was, what are you doing? He said, I've just been reading ghost stories again. He said, you don't believe in them, but how do you explain this? Right, I went, go on. He said, I'll tell you as he told me it. He went, bloke, right, just sitting at home, doing, watching telly with his cat. And, the phone rings, and it's a bloke going, is that fire, in your oven okay now? 'Cause your wife called. And he went, Karl went, well, 1, there was no fire in the oven. 2, he wasn't married. I went, right. Go on. He went, well, then right, there was a knock at the door and there was 2 sort of people in sort of white coats and they came and said, we've come about that fire. Your wife called us. He went, 1, there isn't a fire in my oven, and 2, I'm not even married. Right? And he said, they saw the cat, and they looked at the cat, it looks a bit weird at the cat came out, nothing. He said, and then he went back, sat down, phone rings, and they said, did they sort out the fire in the oven that your wife told us about?
Oh.
He went, 1, there is no fire in my oven, 2, I haven't got a wife. And Karl went, what do you think of that? I went, that's not it. He went, yeah. I went,
that's the end of the story.
What? He went, well, how'd you explain that? I went, explain what? I thought he was going to say, a year later we got married, but she died in an oven fire. Right? I thought it was going to be that. And I went,
that's what? People winding him up.
Yeah, or someone did report a fire oven, and their name was Johnson, and they looked up Johnson, they got the wrong thing, it was the gas board, and they sent it round to the wrong person, right? You know, he went, yeah. I said, I explained it to him, he went, yeah. Why did they look at the cat funny?
Oh, man alive, Karl. This is really weird, right? I was in my house once, right, and the doorbell rang.
Yeah.
Right, I opened the door, there was no one there.
Yeah.
Right? And then I looked across the street, right, and there were some kids running away.
Yeah.
Now, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
There was another time, right, where, like, I opened the door and there was a bloke goes, you've ordered pizza. I went, I haven't ordered pizza. And I heard my mate upstairs giggling and putting the phone down.
Yeah. How do you explain that? Karl, seriously, why did you tell me that story? What do you think it was weird about that?
The fact that it was 3 different people.
Is this all the information? Is that the entire story?
It was 3 different people.
Did you fall asleep and not read the end?
A fire that didn't happen, about a wife that didn't exist, and a cat that didn't look happy.
Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack, Karl. What? I mean, why did they look at the cat funny?
Because cats don't like spirits, do they?
What? And the other blokes were ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So these are kind of beetle about type ghosts. These are ghosts who walk the earth as the undead, just winding people up slightly.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
Seriously,
and a cat that did not look happy.
But seriously, why would ghosts wander around just like winding people up?
Oh,
maybe something did happen there years ago. Some fire. Some woman might have died in a house of a fire or something.
Yeah.
And it sort of all happened again.
Yeah, it's certainly a mystery.
If you don't
it is a mystery. I mean, I can't.
What's this book you were reading? You were reading a book, which is interesting enough.
It was the For Tea and Times.
Oh, Karl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say.
Well, I'll tell you this, Karl. There is a track that will spook you right out. This is Warren Zevon from what was it, like about 1979, early 80s?
Oh, great track.
Werewolves of London. Play this, Karl, but don't be scared. From 1978, Karl, Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon. Are you a fan of that?
It's alright,
Great track, isn't it?
Fans of Warren Zevon, maybe if you should know he's got a new album out as we speak. Although, if you're a fan, you probably know that already.
Yeah.
If you aren't a fan.
People who hate him would be interested in knowing that he's got a new album out.
Yeah.
Do you believe in, I think lycanthropy? Is it not called?
What's that, sorry?
Lycanthropy.
What's lycanthropy?
Isn't that werewolfism?
Really?
Isn't it? Do you believe in that, Karl?
They've found stuff, haven't they? They've found kids walking about who are all airy because they've sort of grew up with wolves and that.
Yeah.
So
No, you see, 2 things there. You cannot take on acquired characteristics genetically. So, if you grew up with wolves, it wouldn't suddenly make you hairy.
There's been pictures, there's been stories on it, and I reckon a lot of people have seen the stories. It's a popular thing.
You mean the kids that are born hairy?
No, there's kids who've been born hairy, right?
Yeah, that's it.
No, but listen, and they walk around on all 4s, and they drink milk from a saucer.
Steve, this is
No,
too
remember,
easy.
listen, remember that time with the maggot in the head? And getting out with bacon, and you were like laughing, and then people called up and said, "Yeah, I've seen that. I've read about that."
Yeah,
this
but
is the same thing.
Have you seen an XFM listener up close? Have you ever looked?
They
studied?
drink milk from a saucer.
Yeah, they've got to be kept on leads. People who listen to this show.
There's no point me telling you about stuff.
There is. It's comedy
See,
gold.
when you were at school, did you keep arguing with the teacher saying you're talking rubbish there?
Teachers didn't teach us about werewolf boys and ghosts. They taught us maths. God, right. Tell the story about the manhole cover.
Right, in the same magazine as the one with the cat and the fire and that.
Don't tell me that story again, it gives me the shivers.
Yeah, a cat that's got a weird expression on his face is against God.
Anyway, this isn't a scary story. This was just like
unexplained.
physics.
Yeah.
It was going on about the nuclear bomb and how powerful it is. And they put a manhole cover on top of one.
Okay.
Blew it up.
Yeah.
Never saw the manhole cover again.
Man alive, Karl. Unexplained.
What's going on there? Something weird is happening there. Oh.
If anyone has ever seen that manhole cover, please get in touch. We'd love to know where it is.
Oh, that's fantastic. What sort of experiment is that? I imagine all these scientists on multi-billion-pound research budgets, they're going, we test everything. What would they do to a manhole cover? Don't know.
That's like letting a couple of students.
Yeah, exactly.
have control of a
Do
nuclear
you reckon it can
Let's
send a
put this
traffic cone into orbit? Go on then, put it on there. I love that. Imagine that. What value is that? I might tell you what we could do. We could put the manhole cover on it and aim it, and then blow the bomb up, and the manhole cover would have someone's eye out. Fire it. See if you can fire manhole covers off the nuclear bomb. I love it. Tie bangers to a bomb. See if it's louder. Oh God.
Okay, listen, Karl, play another track, and then afterwards, can we probe your views on the week's news?
If you want.
We'll do a bit of a white van Karl session.
Smashing Pumpkins. Today is the greatest because we're back.
That's true enough.
All right.
I hope people, Rick, were listening to that loud on this lovely summer's day.
Or I mean, no, not too loud.
Well,
don't annoy
ears.
people. White
Rick,
van. Karl.
Yeah, white van Karl. I mean, for those that don't know, we do this.
We
once
ask
a week.
Karl the questions that the Sun asked someone else.
That's right, the Sun every day asks some, average Joe, his views on the week's big stories. Karl, let me ask you now, what do you make of Prince Harry smoking openly at a polo club? Are you aware of this story?
No. Was it? Go on.
Prince Harry, you know that he's one of the royals.
Yeah.
And he was seen smoking openly, a cigarette, at a polo
Third in line to the throne.
Something like that, yeah.
Imagine that. Someone smoking a cigarette is third in line to the throne.
A cigarette, Karl.
Is it a non-smoking polo club?
Do you know, I don't know, but if it were, would that make things even worse for you?
Well,
No,
yeah.
seriously, what do you make of it? This is, the whole, the furore is, he's a role model, he's a royal, should he be seen puffing away in a public place?
I don't think it matters, does it?
Not concerned for you?
How old is he? Is he old enough to smoke?
I think he probably is, yes.
Right, yeah.
Well,
it's fine.
I think the trouble with this role model thing, with anything that's legal, it should either be illegal or not.
Yeah.
I just don't think you can impose things like that, because you could say that it is bad for you, and it is bad to start smoking, and it really is bad for you, it causes cancer and everything.
But everyone knows that, don't they?
Well, yeah, but you should either make it illegal or shut up about it. Sorry, this is Karl you're asking, isn't it?
I am indeed.
Sorry,
So we can throw these questions your way as well, if you fancy.
Sorry, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But Karl, what are your views generally? I mean, it's obviously cigarettes are perfectly legal and so on, but what about stronger narcotics? Because I know you're very scared of drugs and stuff, aren't you? You're
Yeah,
very-
I'm not a fan. I don't
No,
know.
what's your concern? What's your worry?
Just like you might get into them. It's
Sure.
like you might have them and go, oh, this is all right.
Exactly, Karl. Exactly.
Although I was talking to you about it earlier, and you weren't very sympathetic about a lot of young people who have perhaps gone to crack or smack. You didn't you describe it as their own fault?
Sometimes it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I could have turned to it where I grew up, but I said, well, don't want to do that. It's not good for you.
Sure.
And I avoided it.
You turn to ghosts.
So you've got no sympathy for anyone who's a drug addict. It's their own fault, is your...
It depends, doesn't it?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? You can be an addict if, I don't know, something, I'm trying to think of a nice way that
Well,
you
most
might
people
end up...
start on stuff like that because something really traumatic's happened to them. Very few people go out for a laugh one night and go, let's all try it.
Sure.
So, you know, but, yeah.
Just say no, I suppose, is the
Just say
attitude
no,
in the end.
listen to the cast of Grange Hill.
Now, this will scare you. Now, this, Carl, you will be a little bit unnerved about this. Have you seen the film Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
You know what happened there? Well, according to the Sun here, it says scientists are planning to clone mammoths for a theme park. Look at his face, look at that, he looks like a dog caught in the headlights of a car, he's terrified.
I love Karl.
He's sprung to attention
Karl.
there.
Is that the best news you could have?
Man moths.
Right,
Yeah, man moths.
I
Man
love
moths.
the fact that that's why he was so excited that they've bred a man moth. What is this? Yeah, it's a human being that hides in your wardrobe and eats the entire jacket in a day.
Yeah.
What do you mean, man moths? Mammoths. Mammoth, the big hairy
you heard
cow
of a
from the
mammoth?
Ice Age. I mean, elephant.
You're not so excited about that, then? You can take or leave bringing back mammoths to life, but a man moth...
A man moth is a different matter. Oh, if we'd have never brought that up, he'd have gone and told someone now.
Yeah.
You know, they've bred an half man, half moth.
This
and
is
that's
what
how,
we
that's how
mean.
things start.
This is what we mean when you hear
don't-
these
Are
ghost
you
stories.
slightly deaf? Is that it? When you hear these stories, you're slightly deaf. And his head was in the basket, and he went, count how many times I blink. Is it?
Carl, is English your first language? Are you actually foreign? Is that the thing?
yeah.
Should we
When
speak
we say
slower?
foreign, we mean not of this planet.
Yeah. Should we speak slower? Would that be a help to you?
No, go on, next
What do you
one.
make of that?
Do you think that's good?
The
Would you think
idea
that's
of
good to bring back mammoths?
prehistoric animals.
These giant elephants.
They're slow, aren't they? It's not as if they're gonna, like, get out and run fast and they can't capture them.
They'd probably be a fence, to be honest, Carl. They'd probably be a fence.
No, but I'm saying, but you're asking it as if, like, oh, it could all go wrong, but it couldn't, could it?
Well,
Really?
but the point was about Jurassic Park is they thought it wouldn't go wrong. They thought they had it all under
Yeah, but
control.
that was
and
Have you learned
Dinosaurs.
nothing from Jurassic Park, Carl?
Dinosaurs would say, oh, think about it before you do it. But with a airy elephant, it's not gonna...
not a concern for you. Would you go along to see him? Would you be interested in that?
If it was in the area.
He's great, isn't he? I'd love a queue,
Nothing
right?
impresses
No,
him.
but what I'd like to do is Karl sitting like Yoda in a little cave, and I'd just like to see people like Tony Blair and, you know, Stephen Hawking in a queue, and they go and say, Karl, got a bit of a problem.
And thinking of cloning a man and a moth.
Yeah.
Problem? Not an issue. No, if I'm in the area, I might cruise around and have a look at it. Otherwise, just don't send it near my clothes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So it's just for a second. As the words "man moth" came into your head, how excited were you? I mean, were you both terrified and excited? For the moment when you thought that they'd cloned a man and a moth.
I pictured,
What kind of face did he have? Did he have the moth's head, or was it a man's head?
just a little man head.
Right. What was his face? What did it look like?
He just was like a bit shocked.
Perplexed. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was like he'd been grafted onto the body of a moth without his consent.
And when he was asleep,
Yeah, he'd woken up.
he just went in to have a goiter removed, and they said, we've
He
replaced
woke
your
up with
goiter with the body of a giant moth.
Yeah.
Is that all right, Mr. Jenkins?
So he had the head of a little. Was it a little boy or a man?
little man,
Right. Okay.
and he's just bumping into a lamp.
Just running into a van.
If you went into hospital and they'd done something, what's the worst thing they could do, right? What would you rather have done, right? You wake up and you've got lobster claws for hands.
Right.
You wake up and you've got duck's feet. Or you wake up and you've got one horn coming out of your head.
The worst thing,
Yeah.
probably the horn coming out of my head.
Why?
Get in the way.
That would be useful, wouldn't it, in fights and stuff? And for like parties, people would play
Well, I
points.
suppose the lobster claws would also be quite handy there.
Definitely.
So
First show back.
yeah, it's not bad.
It's great to be
I'm
back.
just thinking about that money, Rick. To be honest,
I
it's
know.
still playing on my mind.
I know. Yeah.
Could we maybe get like a sort of telethon type thing going, or a little charity thing, just sort of help me pay?
You can't really ask people to send you money. It's
Really?
technically begging.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, is
Unless
there
you're
any
are you a registered charity?
I suppose not. Not really.
We could probably get you status.
Yeah. But could I pretend to give them something in return? I mean, am I allowed to sell things on the radio?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
So
Although you probably get in trouble with the authority if you're using it to sort of like to your own. Not like everyone else doesn't.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Free lunches and sponsorship and God knows what. You know what I mean? Probably the people that work here, small fry, the scum.
Exactly, the nobodies. Yeah. But 165 quid it's quite a lot of money. So I mean, if you want to contribute anything, Rick, as I said before, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah. No, I would if I felt any responsibility.
Right.
Or cared.
Sure.
I got there too early, which is annoying. What we should have done, really, was get you your plane and come back, because I'd have had time.
Do you know, I was going to mention it at the time, but I didn't want to, because I knew the answer would be no.
Oh, Karl. I've had a great time. I've forgotten how good it was just to have a normal just to have a conversation with you. Have you been looking forward to this? He's really down today, isn't he?
He's down, man, isn't he?
Just a bit tired.
But it's interesting, because I said to him, did you enjoy Edinburgh? He spent the week up in Edinburgh, obviously, and he said, well of him, he loved it up there, he's been partying every night, and he actually enjoyed it, and I've never met him when he's actually enjoyed anything before. He's never enjoyed anything, as far as I know, and I'm depressed that we weren't involved.
His paper round.
He loved the paper round, and this is the first time
he was talking about that the other day as well, I said to him, that's what he really thinks that paper round he had when he was 14 was the best job he'd ever had. He still thinks it's the best job, because he said he was his own boss. Well, no, you weren't. He went, well, I'll get on my bike and think. And he said, I bet if I phoned those people who I delivered the papers to, they'd say it was the best delivery they've ever had. He said, in fact, I bet a lot of them have chucked in the delivery because it went downhill. This is all, he's thinking this as he went along. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Imagine phoning someone up and saying, you don't remember me, but I used to deliver your paper 10 years ago. Was it the best delivery service you've ever had?
No, but if I said I delivered it 10 years ago, you used to, if you got up at like 6 in the morning, it was there for you.
Yeah.
There's no other paper boy who could guarantee that they'd have that paper when they got
Karl,
out of
if you
bed.
could earn enough money, would you do a paper round again? If that was your job, but you were being paid enough to make a living from it, is that something you think about? Do you think you'd enjoy it as much nowadays?
Yeah, I reckon I would, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, listen to some music.
Sure.
£1,000 a week, would you do the best?
Yeah.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Is there anyone out there who is willing to test that? Is there anyone who's willing to pay Karl, right,
£1,000?
Some of them £1,000 to take a week off work and deliver papers just for that week?
All day, though, it's all day.
No. I'll get up and the customers will have their paper.
Yeah, but can I tell you what street it is?
No, because...
no, it's the M25.
See,
you are being paid £1,000.
Yeah, you got to deliver to the M25. I'll tell you what, let's take the mood down a little bit and play one of the most beautiful songs. I've been looking forward to getting back on the road. Just to play this, to be honest. It's Jimmy Webb's version of Galveston. Galveston there, by the brilliant Jimmy Webb. Who wrote it?
Who wrote it?
He wrote it.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Brilliant Jimmy Webb, who wrote it?
Yeah.
It was all one sentence.
Yes.
Did I confuse you?
Again, yeah.
With my speech patterns.
It's just using the English language is always helpful, Rick.
But compared to Karl, I'm Oscar Wilde, aren't
I suppose so.
Be afraid.
Electric Soft Parade on XFM 104.9. Not long to go on our a triumphant return. I think. I think the papers will be saying, Steve.
Yes.
Karl, I met Karl a couple of times in our sabbatical, and he said to me once, he said, oysters. So I said, have you ever tried oysters? I don't like them. And I went, I said, it's just a thing about swallowing them whole. You know, he went, well, the reason you have to do that is because they're fatally poisonous, and if you bite into them, they kill you. And I went, well, of course they don't. He went, yeah. I went, well, of course they wouldn't. What if you chewed on it? He said, no. I said, well, so you swallow them whole and they're not poisonous? He went, yeah. See. He said, so he said, when you swallow heroin in a Johnny, he says that doesn't kill you, does it? That was it.
Oh.
And then about a week later, he went, I was wrong about them. Yeah, I went, well, he said, yeah. And what did you say?
It's if you eat them and then you have some whiskey.
They turn deadly when whiskey comes into contact with them.
Yeah, when they've had a drink.
They get a bit rowdy in your stomach. They start fighting. They can cause rupture.
So what are you saying now? Are you saying you don't believe that?
Am I saying what?
Are you saying you don't believe that?
He thinks he's got us here. He thinks he's got us here. Yeah, I don't believe that if you eat an oyster, then drink some whiskey, you die.
You might not die straight away, but you won't feel.
Eventually, 50 years time.
If you've got to keep on drinking whiskey.
Yeah,
a bottle a day.
50 or 60 years later, he was dead. Yeah. Oyster and a bottle of whiskey a day. Oh, then out of nowhere, 40 years later.
Where does this information come from, Karl?
If some doctor called up now, and put you right, would you believe him?
If it wasn't Dr. Fox,
What about the airy lads growing up with the werewolves and that?
They didn't grow up with werewolves.
Grow up with werewolves.
You've confused about three different
Just a genetic
stories,
mutation where they were born with very, very hirsute.
There were a couple of kids, yes.
They didn't grow up with wolves, and you can't kill them with a silver bullet. I mean, you're confusing two things.
There were some kids who were very, very hairy, yes.
Yeah.
They're in folklore. There were some kids who grew up with wolves, yes. I don't think the two are connected.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as werewolves, Karl.
You
Believe me, I saw a documentary on it on the History Channel. You'd have loved it.
You grew up with a magpie.
Werewolves.
You know, you don't flap around, do you, and steal people's jewellery.
What was the thing you told me about snails?
Have you ever had any post that looks like it's been opened?
Occasionally, yeah.
Right. Well, what it is, it's not your postman having a
sneaky look.
A sneaky look. Problem is,
right,
slugs.
The problem's slugs.
Slugs at night, they like nipping about and that, and it gets a bit cold. And in London, like in the country, they go into the grass, don't they?
Right.
But in London, it's like, oh, what can we do? And they go in letterboxes.
Slugs go in letterboxes.
Get in letterboxes. It's nice and warm in there, dry and what have you. And
these are homeless slugs, aren't they? The ones that have lost their shell.
When they're in there, they only found out that they love glue. They've been eating the glue off the stamps.
Right.
And people have been getting charged for post because it hasn't had stamps on it. It's like, well, they put a stamp on it. Yeah. It's like slugs have been eating it.
Sure.
And they also eat the glue that's on the actual envelope shutter. And it's a real popular problem, this, that letters are being lost and opened and all that stuff. Yeah. Slugs.
Are slugs like stealing postal orders and things and catching them in and stuff?
Yeah, again, you know, if there's a doctor, if there's a postman.
Yeah.
Well, with us, two expert witnesses, a doctor and a postman. So postage is a real problem.
When we see a slug's trail or a snail's trail,
it's glue.
That's the glue they've stolen, is it? That's a little.
I'm not going to say yes to that because I'm not sure.
But we could follow that trail and find them, and they'd have a big sort of
big pile of letters.
Our stamps and
there they are,
like birthday cards from
but £2 notes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Wow. Slugs.
Wow.
So, oysters and whiskey kill you, and slugs.
Be very careful if you're going to go out this evening, you're thinking of having a whiskey, maybe some oysters, be very, very careful.
Yeah, and if you are going to post a letter, please do not use tasty glue. Back to form there, Oasis and Little by Little. This is XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. Who are you?
My name's Steve Merchant. Good to see you.
Thanks. With us, the producer in the studio is Karl Pilkington, and he'll be doing the buttons.
Yeah, you made a good effort there, but once again,
got bored.
Words are your enemy, Rick, and they defeated you once again. Just run out of steam with the sentences.
Every week I think, well, I'm really going to make an effort now. I've chosen some records.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's as far as it goes, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe you should write out what you're going to say at the top of the show. Write that out. Get a nice big crayon.
I like to keep a little bit of, you know...
A little bit of something, a little bit of spark, a little bit of liveliness to it. Sure. Sure. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to...
it's great to be out of the house again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just, I was going to say, because we've been doing this for a long time now with a little break, but XFM are bringing new listeners all the time. I've heard 4 or 5 a week.
Really?
Yeah. New listeners tune in to XFM 104.9.
Beware.
Yeah. And we might take it for granted the people that know who we are, know who you are, know who Karl is.
Sure.
Now, if you're a regular, then you know exactly who we are. But for those of you who don't, I'm Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, a BAFTA award-winning actor and writer.
Steve Merchant, all those.
A friend of yours.
Yeah. And this is the important thing. Karl Pilkington.
Absolutely.
Our producer. I say producer. He was the bloke who was lumbered with a job. When I said, listen, I used to run the desk in the old days. When I was I used to press the buttons and run the desk and everything. And now I said, listen, I've been on the telly. I do not press my own buttons. and Karl said, well, I don't really work weekends, and they went, well, you do if you want to keep your job.
Absolutely.
And we were lumbered with him. And then we discovered that he's not just a little dork, a little manky sort of idiot.
Sure,
He's got a nice shirt. He's got, you know what I mean? He's got something else.
Absolutely.
He's got a
Brings
certain,
another dimension, yeah.
Yeah, and he started having a little chat, and we discovered that he had quite a lot to say.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, and I think I was wondering maybe we should maybe play another tune, but after that, I just think we should re-familiarise our radio audience with Karl, and any new listeners, just somehow kind of let them get to know the real Karl again.
Well, if you are new, you'll find that we like some old songs, some new songs, some chit-chat. We get serious sometimes. There's some tears and some laughter.
Yeah.
We kicked off with Oasis' new one, Little by Little. We're going to go back in time now to Iggy Pop and his Stooges with I'm Bored. Iggy Pop on board on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Steve Merchant here.
Yeah, little Karl Pilkington. Well, to reintroduce or introduce people for the first time to Karl, I think we should have a...
Yeah, maybe sort of a kind of a quick Q&A, Karl, and we don't need sort of lengthy answers from you. We don't need lots of detail. It can be just a couple of sentences.
Just to get a flavour of who you are.
Yeah, so firstly, name obviously Karl Pilkington. Age, Karl?
I'll be 30 next month.
Really?
This month? No, next. Where are we?
I don't think we need to ask any more questions.
I think we've done it.
That's it.
I think we've
Welcome
done it
to the world of Karl Pilkington.
Yeah, I think. I thought it would take 3 or 4
I
questions
thought it was going to be at least,
to really explain
that
what
was the
Karl
first
was
question.
about. Oh,
absolutely
God.
Incredible. But you know, we can't really leave it there because we haven't got enough else to do to fill up the 2 hours. So let's pursue this line of inquiry.
Yeah.
Age. What was the age, Karl? In a couple of months.
When were you born?
I'll be 72.
Right. What month? What day?
I'm on the cusp.
You're on the cusp of a day. Well,
23rd of September.
Okay.
72.
So anyway, okay, right, good.
And you were talking there about obviously your star sign, where you're on the cusp.
Yeah.
You believe in that, do you?
No.
You don't believe in star signs?
No, not really.
But you do believe in ghosts, I understand.
No, because the
paranormal.
but the star sign thing, you've got how many different star signs are they?
12, innit?
Right, and then you've got like loads of people.
Yeah. You do the math.
So they're saying that, there's only 12 different sorts of people in the world.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It's made up. It's made up nonsense. It's non-science.
It's pseudoscience.
It's hairy man and dyed hair woman science.
Yes.
Innit?
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to you, Karl. Where were you born?
In Manchester.
Okay. What GCSE results did you get?
I got was it an E? I got an E.
You got an E in history. And how did you find out that
information?
You found out.
Because you thought you couldn't remember what you got, you didn't turn up, and you thought you'd done about 3, one of which wasn't history, and actually...
I knew I did art.
Yeah, you didn't. I'm telling you didn't, because we checked. You did 1. You turned up for history, you did history, you got an E in
I
history.
definitely did art. I made a little clay man.
Yeah, you got to register for O-levels. You don't just do it and then phone up and say, how was that?
Yeah.
And they go,
I'm sending you a clay man. See what you think? Send me a grade.
Yeah, there's forms to fill out and things like that, Karl.
Anyway, who was your closest childhood friend?
Closest? At what age?
Well, when you were young, when you were
I remember this. It's a fella. Is it someone making, innit?
Well, he wasn't really a close mate. Darren Buckley was me.
Darren Buckley?
Yeah.
He was me.
Tell us briefly about Darren. I've forgotten about Darren.
He's the one who, all the girls liked him. He had permed hair. He used to have his hair like a footballer.
Sure.
Were
you jealous of him?
His dad was a copper.
Did you hang around with Darren, like, in the hope of getting maybe his kind of cast-offs?
Nah. It's weird with me, and I wasn't that bothered about having loads of mates and that. I had lots of mates, but I could do without them.
You had a magpie, didn't you?
I was happy playing with my magpie.
Yeah, what happened to him?
It flew away.
Yeah.
But I wasn't bothered, because it was giving me grief towards the end, wasn't it? It was popping me grifter tyres and that.
Yeah, sure.
Flying down, pecking me head.
Sure. Now, you went to school with a number of different interesting people, some of whom were
which,
freaks.
I understand, had big heads and webbed toes.
Is that right?
Yet they were not related to each other, and they weren't friends with each other. Why weren't they friends with each other?
Because that'd be obvious.
Did they wear shoes, or did they walk around in their webbed
Were they good at swimming? Were they good at swimming?
I don't know. I don't think they ever went swimming.
Did they ever talk? Did they ever look over at each other and think,
Yeah, we should hang out more.
I told you something in the week as well. There was another lad at school had a pigeon chest.
He had a what?
can we come back to this?
He had a pigeon
I think we
chest.
should play a record, Carl, because I think we've hooked them now.
Yeah.
I think
There's no one switching off now, Rick.
No, play a record. Blair, Coffee and TV. Carl, I said it's not the best Blair song when it was playing. You know, I don't want to diss it, but you know, it's not the best one. I mean, that's
Absolutely not.
fact.
Sure.
You know, Carl won't like the video though. That little milk carton.
Yeah.
Bit sad, it's tragic, isn't it? He went, this is all to himself, I'm not even joining in. And then he went, yeah, but it's alright at the end. He goes to heaven, he finds a little girl milk carton. Just lives out a little thing and is that like you on your paper round, that little milk carton, walking around like that? I imagine you... Oh, people don't know about if you just tuned in, Karl had a paper round.
It's his favourite job ever.
And he maintains it's the best job he's ever had. Isn't it, Karl?
Wait,
Go on.
I don't know what's so weird about that.
It's a paper round.
Yeah, but look forget
It's not
all
the most
that.
fulfilling of jobs.
Look at the way it works, right? You get it out of the way at the start of the day, so you got the rest of the day to yourself.
It's the same as signing on.
You're your own boss. You know.
Same as signing on.
Well, you're not your own boss. The guy
Yeah.
at the news agent's your boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's great.
You've proven me wrong there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Nah. Yeah. Nah, not really. Would that stand up in court? Well, you were found with the dagger. Nah.
Was I?
when are we playing the new game?
Oh, Carl's got a new game. Carl's very excited. Oh,
But we were talking about something before we
Yeah,
played the
well,
record.
the freaks used to go. You had people with big heads, two web feet, didn't hang around each other. That would be too obvious. You had a fella with a pigeon chest.
Yeah, what's the story with the pigeon chest?
Don't know how it happened. It was like it looked like somebody had sort of hit him on the back with a big hammer, and it had come out at the front.
Yeah.
And I've never seen it since.
Could that have been the answer?
What? Why he had it?
Why had it? Possibly, I suppose, in your neck of the woods.
Don't know. Never asked him.
It's just come back to haunt you, has it, the pigeon chest?
No, it's just that you know, when you mentioned about kids at school, I forgot all about him. You're talking about the kids with the web feet and the big heads,
Yeah.
and I forgot about the little old
A pigeon chest.
pigeon
lad.
boy.
Yeah, pigeon.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm a big fan of that TV show. It's on digital TV. A lot of people won't have it, but Inside the Actor's Studio with James
Yeah.
Lipton.
Yeah.
And he interviews lots of big Hollywood stars, and he always asks them these same questions at the end. Can I just run a few of them past you?
Go on.
Okay. So, if you could do any other profession other than the one you do now, what profession would you do?
Can you just change that to apart from a paper round?
Apart from the paper round.
Oh,
If you do any other
okay.
profession, Karl.
And it doesn't matter about like.
Doesn't matter if you've got the skills or anything. In an ideal world, if you had the ability.
Well, I think I'm about to buy somewhere, so I reckon something, you know, using tools and like doing a bit of plumbing and that.
So a plumber.
Well, sort of an all-rounder.
Right. A handyman.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, you know, you don't get paid that much, but it's useful, isn't it? So,
But you could get your own show, couldn't you, with Carol Smiley eventually?
well, all that, but the money that you don't make, you save by not having to pay someone else to do the chores. Do you know
Right,
what I mean?
okay, I don't know what that sentence meant.
Right.
No.
A plumber, how much is the average plumber on?
The money you don't make, you save on not getting someone else to do it. No, just think of that. No, look, break that sentence down. Are there any...
Sorry, Rick. Sorry, but people who
Pot
live in
and
glass
kettle.
houses.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just go back to Lipton quickly. We've got a couple to get through here.
Sorry,
So, your favourite noise or sound? Favourite sound or noise?
Oh,
Is it me?
no.
It's not me.
Hang on a minute.
It's not me. Are you sure it's not me, Carl?
I like Elvis.
Noise.
Elvis.
Elvis.
In the ghetto.
The sound of Elvis.
Elvis in the Ghetto. Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your least favourite noise or sound? I don't think it should really be records and music. Noises, things that you hear at home or whatever.
Maybe like a sound of a
The least favourite noise.
least favourite.
The sound of...
Probably like
sound of ghosts.
fire engines and that.
Right.
That's annoying.
Except if your house was on fire, presumably.
I think it's a bit unnecessary.
You think they're just doing it to wind people up?
I live on like a busy street and it's happening all the time, and it is like just sort of have a blast of it and people will hear it. You
Sure.
don't have to keep it going.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
So that is
Okay.
pretty annoying.
And if heaven exists, Karl, when you get to the pearly gates, what would you like God to say to you as he welcomes you into heaven? What would you like God to say to you?
Who asks these? What show's this?
It's a programme where celebrities are interviewed by a guy, an American interviewer, and he always asks these questions at the very end.
What would I say to God?
What would you say to God when, if you believed in heaven, and if heaven exists, when you eventually go up to heaven and you're welcomed in through the gates by
your
God,
Parker and your stussy t-shirt and your...
what do you want God to say to you as he welcomes you in?
Say, you alright? Don't know, just be friendly. I love the way.
That's the reindeer section.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice stuff. It's a kind of Scottish supergroup. Lots of different artists from Scottish bands.
Ben and Sebastian. Is it the lead singer from them?
It may well be, yeah, on that particular track. Different people, Mull Historical Society, Idlewild, Teenage Fan Club, different people from all those bands get together with a guy called Gary Lightbody from Snow Patrol, and he writes
and all
tunes.
that on XFM 104.9, Steve.
Absolutely. Let me just name that track. That track was Grand Parade from their current album, Son of Evil Reindeer.
Feeder. Come back around on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. But who are you?
Oh, thanks for asking, Rick. Steve Merchant.
With us, Karl Pilkington. Well, Karl, now I know I shouldn't, but I met Karl in the week against Steve.
I told you shouldn't do
I
this.
know,
You know, you should
but
wait
then
till
when
the
he starts saying things like, "Oh, is this lab with the people?" I go, "No, save it," and we just sit there, and I'm scared to talk in case he goes. But you did tell me a couple of little things, didn't you? True stories that that I mean, I enjoy. Can you tell Steve about the doctor?
Right.
Oh God. Where is this something that happened to a friend of yours, or is this?
No, I read about it.
You read about it, okay.
There's this little lad, right?
Okay.
First of all, it's years ago, right? When they didn't have decent doctors in like every town and that.
Yeah.
And this little kid is dead ill, right?
Yeah.
And the local doctor.
Well, there's a phone call involved, so I don't really get the impression that it's like medieval
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't say that, I just said it's years ago. So this kid's ill, right?
Yeah.
And he's lying in the bed, and he's all going funny colour and that.
Yeah.
And his mum says, I'm going to get the local doctor around. The local doctor comes round, and he says, oh, so I don't know what's up with him. He said, leave it with me.
Leave it with me.
He said,
the doctor said that.
I'll have he said I'll phone up a top doctor.
Okay.
Who was in America or somewhere like that. Yeah. And so he goes to the phone in his office and he calls America, and because it's years ago the phone line isn't that good, it's all crackly and that, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking to the doctor and he's saying, I've got this kid, he's a funny colour, and he's really weak and that. I don't know what's
He's not giving him much to go on.
Right?
Sure.
So the American doctor, right?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, what you want to do? And it's all breaking up, right?
Yeah.
He goes, what you got to do? You got to, it's all breaking up. You've got to give him some, parrot's blood, right?
Some parrot's blood?
Well, that's what he thought he said, but the line was really bad.
Yeah.
He meant parent's blood, but he heard that he said parrot's blood. He said, right, I'll do that, leave it with me.
I can see where this is going.
He goes to, a pet shop.
Yeah.
He says, give us like half a dozen parrots.
Sure.
Takes them round to the kid's house, takes the blood from the parrots, puts it into the kid's fine.
The kid's fine.
I've never
It worked.
such a load of shite in my life. I've never heard such twaddle, such just made up, enhanced, exaggerated in my
a
life.
load of old rubbish, Karl.
I mean, when he told me this, he said, the doctor said, what do I do? And the doctor on the other end said, give him some blood. And the doctor went, where do I get blood from?
So hang on, wait, I just need to
where do I get blood from? Get him some parents' blood. Give him some parents' blood. Give him some parents' blood. Yeah.
But hang on, I just need to know where you read this.
Karl.
Where was this? Where did you
I
read
stitched
this?
you up. You know when he said, so do you believe it? I went, tell it to Steve. He went, do you believe it? I went, tell it to Steve. Karl.
Where did you read it?
That was on the internet.
What?
About
Where is it on the internet?
I'm always looking at stuff. I was looking at stuff this morning because of Yoragella last night. eating all that funny food and that, and also they all got a bit scared last night, didn't they, with a snake?
I didn't see that. So is this I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here?
Yeah, he got all worried about a snake getting on the sort of wandering about in between the sleeping bags and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were all scared, and it is so
Leave
easy.
it with me. Sorry, the doctor says, leave it with me. Yeah. Leave it with me.
Well, they were all scared because there's a snake, and it's so easy to find stuff out. Before they, where are they? Where is this jungle?
Australia, I
Right.
think.
Before they went, give it half an hour on the internet. I found out with snakes, you don't need to worry, right? They're deaf. They haven't got any ears.
Right.
So as long as you're really quiet,
Creep around,
it'll
yeah.
probably leave you alone.
Yep.
And also, they don't have eyelids. So they were suggesting if one's coming towards you, just like kick sand in its eyes because it can't blink, and it leaves it a bit like annoyed, and it wanders off. But they didn't do any research before they went.
Yeah.
And that's
I think your knowledge would hold you in good stead. I don't think you need to know any more than you know. Well, we're going to come back to that because he also explained to me where a saying comes from that I want you to be part of. But
Oh, and also, we should mention as well, Karl, you've come up with a competition, is this right?
brilliant competition.
You dreamt this up?
he thinks this can go to television.
Is this an idea you've come up with?
Yeah.
Karl, I'm so looking forward to
So
it.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Continuing our exposure of myths and legends of Rockfall Tale, we exposed that myth that some maybe older rockers have had it, and they've got they were never any good. And the
Yeah.
kids today,
Oh, I don't wanna
we
hear
want
that.
people like Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart's a great artist.
Let's
He's a slightly laughable man, but a great artist.
let's go back to when he was rocking.
When he cut the mustard.
Yeah. Rod Stewart, You Wear It Well.
Great tune.
On XFM 104.9. Yeah, this doctor, I mean, we should find out who he is, really, and if he's still practicing, because it worries me a little bit that, he did that. Also, I mean, he thinks he's got away with it, but how could he be sure those parrots wouldn't talk?
True.
Do you know what I mean? There were 6 of them, they probably got together and they probably put it on the internet.
I mean, I feel that story, Karl, it asks more questions than it answers.
Yeah,
Really.
like most of your stories.
Yeah, that's the
to be
problem. I
honest.
always feel like I need a little bit more information. Like,
Yeah.
did the parrot boy continue to live?
Yeah.
To a ripe old age, or did he die weeks later after this charlatan doctor who was going around, spurious
Did
information?
he break his nose trying to crack a big nut?
No, I think he's he was all right. He lived to a.
See, I'd have shouted, if I was that doctor, I'd have shouted that down the phone. Are you sure you said parrot's blood?
Yeah.
You sure it was parrot's blood?
Listen, I mean, I'm not the best doctor in the world, but did you say parrot's blood?
Yeah, but what you're forgetting is you're going back to the time where like they used leeches to do like.
No, we're
transfusions.
not. We're going back to the late 70s if there's a phone call to America Direct.
Come on, Karl. They weren't calling America like in the medieval times or in the Victorian age. Come on, think about it, Karl.
Yeah.
This has got to be like the 30s or 40s, the earliest.
Right.
I'm intrigued to know where this. I think there's someone on the web who's just putting information on there to lead you astray.
Yeah.
Because you're the only person who finds this stuff. Other people are using this to write
What were you looking up that then? What were you looking?
I always look at weird stuff.
What were you looking for?
But what do you type in the search engine to find
What did you-
parrot
what-
blood stories?
What were you looking for?
There was this woman with a weird head.
Why were you looking for that? What were you
Just because I'd heard about it. I'd heard like someone talking about it on another station.
Right.
About this woman with a funny head.
Right. I love the fact you're intrigued with these things. You go in the basement of Waterstones or Dillon's or somewhere, and there's these medical books that you'll love them,
Yeah,
mate.
but this is free on the internet, isn't it? It's all there.
Yeah.
So what, you typed in weird head woman or?
I think
Lady with head.
Yeah.
weird people or something I put in.
Sure.
Yeah.
That
Did
came up.
you come up?
7,000 hits, Karl Pilkington.
But it's all there, isn't it? It's interesting. The one that I was telling you before about, what's the name? The lost letter.
The lost letter. What's this?
Lost postcard that's just turned up. Some woman sent a postcard years and years ago to a niece or something, right? And her niece was like 3 years old back then. And just now, I think like yesterday or the day before, it turned up. The postcard turned up 74 years late.
74 years later.
Took 74
and that
years.
3-year-old girl's been living in the same house that whole time.
Well, yeah.
Sure.
There's not weird
You see
about
what I
that.
mean? There's always a question you can ask to just scratch the credibility of these stories. There's always, it's like the apocryphal tale.
Was this the slugs? Was this those slugs from last week?
Yeah, well,
that
they're
were
holding back
stealing-
because they're slow. Because the postman slug is useless. His round takes him 74 years. Then he's got to go back to the beginning. He's got 74 years, and they can't carry the bag. That's why they go. That's why they turn to glue. That's why they turn to glue.
Oh, it's pitiful.
It is pitiful.
So you don't believe that someone sent a postcard years ago and somehow it's been stuck in the bottom of a post bag or something, and it's only just
Stuck in the bottom of a post bag?
Yeah.
That means that there's like a 95-year-old postman who's still
Yeah.
wandering around.
Did you have to pay like the difference on the charges? Because presumably it was
It wouldn't have had Queen Elizabeth's.
it was a
picture on,
penny
would it?
black. Presumably, was it?
Yeah. What would be on the stamp? It would have been invalid, surely.
don't know.
See, these are the
probably why.
questions you should ask yourself.
Because
Go
if
on.
it's the postman's fault, the post office can't turn
who was
around.
only three at the time himself, wasn't he? He was
No, he is dead. Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
be well and truly dead now.
Yeah.
But the fact is that the post office made an error, right? They lost this letter.
Sure.
It's only just turned up. They can't turn around and say, sorry about this, I hope it isn't urgent. It's turned up 74 years late, and by the way, you owe us 25 pence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that, would
No,
they?
that's
So-
true. That's true.
So
that's
there
true.
you go.
You're asking questions, though. You see, that's true. You see. So, you're interested in like where sayings come from as well, aren't you? Because you told me one in the week. What that? I don't know if Steve's aware of that. Do you want to tell Steve this one?
What's this a saying?
Can we do this quiz?
Do this
We'll do
first.
the quiz later. I know you're excited about the quiz. Let's do that later. But what's this saying?
Right. What is the saying? Chucking a baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah. Do you
Have
know
you heard that? Have you heard that phrase?
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. How would you use that?
Well, how would I use that? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I suppose if you've been discussing something, you've come up with some plans, but you're slightly worried, and you might abandon the whole plan, whereas there might be some ideas in there which are still worth retaining. So you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
There might be something you can just change, and you don't. Yeah.
A similar, there might be a few ideas you can salvage from an otherwise worthless one.
Well, the saying, right, comes from like years ago again. And
Pre or post phone?
and ages and ages ago when like the bloke worked in the house, he was like the coal man, and then you had like
No way. It's important.
then like the mum is like she stays at home making the dinner, looking after the kids.
Yep.
And you've got like the little kid who's just growing up, just messing about and stuff. So what happens is, back then they didn't have like fresh flowing warm water every day. So all they could only afford to have like one full big bath of fresh water. So they'd fill up the bath, right? And then the dad would come home and he'd say, "Oh, I've had I had a tough day at work and that down the pit." And his wife would say, "It's all right, I'm putting the dinner on. You're going to have a nice warm bath."
So because he gets to bath first,
Because
doesn't
he gets the bath first, because he's the grafter.
and he's
right?
covered in coal.
He's covered in coal, so the water's like minging by the time he's finished.
Yeah.
Right? And then the wife says, "Oh, after all my cleaning the house and doing the cooking, I'm a bit sweaty now.
She's covered in dust and grime. She has the next one.
I'll have a bath, right?"
Yeah.
At the end of the line, there's a little baby.
Yeah.
It's been playing out all day. Also got like little grubby knees and stuff, needs to have a bath.
Yeah.
He goes in the bath, right? But because the water's so dirty,
Sure.
they go and empty the water out of the window. Can't see the baby in it. Chucking the baby out with the bathwater. That's where it comes from.
I don't know what to say, Steve. Because I've heard this. I'm just. What do you think, Steve?
So firstly, that sort of, that doesn't explain
Where do you
why-
start?
Well,
You're struggling, aren't you? You're struggling where to start.
Firstly, I can't see how we've now applied this to,
I've been
the
thinking of
example
this.
that
I've been
brought
thinking of
earlier.
this for days, Steve. Waiting for you to hear this one.
These coal mining parents, deeply negligent.
Yeah, I learned
They've
about
left their
that
baby in the bath, unattended.
That's the way round to do it. The one covered in coal.
Yeah. has
You
the
go
bath
first.
Sure.
You go first. Don't wash the baby and then get in that.
Yeah.
One covered in coal goes first.
Yeah.
That's the best idea.
Yeah.
Second most dirty one goes second, and then the clean little baby.
Yeah.
I think we should do him last because he's done nothing towards this family.
But more than that, Rick, leave him to his own devices.
Yeah.
Jack, I'm just going to throw the water out.
Yeah.
In the bath.
Don't check first.
Have you checked that the baby's down there?
Don't
No,
check,
I'm not
don't
even going to waste
bother.
my time
You'd
checking.
see it, you'd see it.
I'd be able to see a
You'd
baby.
see a baby in
if
there.
a baby was in here,
Yeah.
I'd be able to see it. I'm just
Yeah.
going to throw it out.
Yeah, I'm not even going to look, to be honest, Jack.
Not
We've all
even
had our
gonna
bath.
look, yeah.
If the baby's in there,
Yeah.
then it should be,
Be
making
careful,
itself
Jack.
sick.
We have lost 3 children this way. Don't worry. Where did you read that?
single from Supergrass, Grace, on XFM 104.9. Coming up in the next hour, Karl Pilkington's new game show. He's very excited about
I'm
this.
excited.
I'm excited.
We don't
I
know
can't
anything
wait.
about it, but it's going to be dynamite.
He's told me it's going to be a winner. He's, you know, he said it's going to go to television.
Sure.
I need some adverts, though.
Oh, I'd love to hear some adverts.
Can we have just 2 or 3 minutes of adverts, please? Vines there, Steve. On XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington. Karl's getting very excited, as we all are, about his new... Should we let him do a little taster for us?
Well, I'm very excited about it. I mean,
so the gist of it, what is it? What is it exactly?
Right.
Is it a game show or is it a competition?
It's just so it's something that, you know, you can play and also people at home can take part in it.
now, would they phone in about this, or they can just play at home while they're listening?
They can just play at home.
Okay.
You mean we haven't got any prizes?
No, there isn't.
No, I think we could get him to phone in, maybe.
Well, I don't know. Let's hear the game idea first.
Right, it's music related.
Okay.
Good.
And what I do is I sort of tell a little story,
Okay.
and that story makes up a song title.
All right. Well, it sounds ambitious.
So
Is it a cryptic clue?
could be. Say like this, right?
Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me.
Say like this.
Right.
This woman, right? She's pregnant. You know the answer to this one, so don't be saying anything. This
Okay.
is just aimed at Steve.
Okay.
Right. This woman has a baby.
Yeah.
She's pregnant, has a baby, and the doctor's there in the hospital, going, "Oh yeah, you've got a lovely little baby
Oh,
here.
you told me that this is... Oh, this game
Got a lovely
show.
little baby. It's just coming out now. You'll be able to see it in a minute, and it's like covered in gunk and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going, yeah, it's nearly here. It's coming out. I see its little head and that, and he gets hold of it, and it's full of all this gunk, right?
The baby's full of gunk.
Yeah, like the
Covered in gunk or full of gunk?
covered in it.
Right.
And he goes, here you go, get hold of your baby, and he drops it.
Right.
What song's that?
There's so much irrelevance there, Steve. I can't tell you. It's not a cryptic clue. It's not a cryptic clue. Because only... I mean, the gist of it is relevant.
That isn't the best one. That's just...
Right, I mean, there is just... There's things there that you were dwelling on and thinking of puns. Don't. Just go for gut instinct. What was it? What was that?
Right,
How
I just need to try and get the basics of this. There's a woman, she's pregnant, she has a baby.
Yeah.
The baby's covered in gunk.
Yeah.
Right,
And because of the gunk, the doctor drops the baby.
yeah.
And that's all I need to know.
Yeah, that is all you need to know, yeah. The pregnancy is largely irrelevant.
Okay, what are the key elements?
It's the birth and the doctor dropping it that are the irrelevant, the
The
relevant
birth
thing.
and the dropping of the baby. I've absolutely no idea. I can't even begin to guess.
Think about what's happened here.
Oh, Karl,
She's had a
isn't-
baby, the doctor's trying to deliver it, he's saying it's a nice little baby you've got here.
This is all irrelevant. This is all irrelevant. Right, let me tell you this. So just to be fair to Steve, so he can get into your mind. Right, this is not a traditional cryptic clue, logical problem. Or anything. This is Karl. What song am I thinking of? Right, that is Underworld, Born Slippy.
I have to say, actually, that makes textbook sense.
Yeah.
No, that does actually. No, I'm sorry.
Do you like all the story about the alright, you can see it in a minute, or is it covered in gunk? Yeah.
No, I agree there is some extraneous detail,
Yeah,
but I have
okay.
to say
Yeah.
that
Born was good, because it was, that's the look of it, was
Yeah.
Born was good, yeah.
and Born Slippy, no, I was quite impressed by that, Karl, I have to say. No, to be fair to you, I'm not just patronising you.
Oh, well, wow.
I actually think that was really good, and I disrespect Ricky Gervais for slagging that off, because I actually think that was quite
Well,
good.
let's go ahead with it then. On your
I
head,
think
be it.
we could maybe open this up to email correspondence or
Okay,
or the
let's
phone
go
lines.
for it then. Okay, this is Karl Pilkington's new game show idea. It's
Just what's the song?
Karl Pilkington presents What's the Song? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Karl Pilkington.
Okay, well,
What's the
do
song?
one then.
I'll tell you what, let's play a record. Let's come back after
Give out
that.
the number ready for him.
Well, if you should make a note of this, you can email us. The email's up and running. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What's the phone number, Karl? Have you got it?
It's 08700 800 1234.
Okay.
08700
800
1234.
Make a note of that, and we'll have a game of what song is Karl thinking of after this next track.
What do you want to play?
What have you got lined up there?
Continuing again, I've got old fogies who were good once, and I won't hear
Absolutely.
a thing said against the new kids out there. It's not all new metal, is it?
True enough.
This is Cat Stevens, a little known album, Mona Bone Jack on, and this one's called Trouble. It's a lovely song. Cat Stevens, Trouble, from Mona Bone Jack on XFM 104.9, playing some new songs, playing some old songs.
True enough, Rick, true enough.
Playing some old games, some chit-chat, some tears, some laughter, and Karl Pilkington with his brand new show, What's the Song?
What song am I thinking?
Now, I mean...
You're nervous about this, aren't you, Rick?
I am.
You're worried.
Well, because I've heard some of these clues before, and they're ramblings. Sometimes they're close to ramblings of a fool, right? And it really is like those. What am I thinking?
Yeah. I don't know though. I actually was genuinely impressed by Born Slippy. I have to give him the benefit.
That's one of the better ones
because
that was short, sweet, and it worked.
Some of these that you say they're not going to be quite as pithy.
Some of them are like Emily Bronte novels. Now listen. We're just going to go for it then. You do it, and we'll just get people to call up because I want to see the general public's confusion at trying to work out.
Why don't you give us your next clue, and then we'll play a track, and then we'll hopefully have people on the line after the track to try and answer it, and you can recap briefly. So give us your clue now for what song am I thinking of?
Right, this one. It's about a woman. And she's just normal, nothing wrong with her, or so she thinks, right?
But there's the twist. Is this like the Tales of the Unexpected?
And she's got like, you know, she's got her mates and she's having a normal life, having a good time and that, and then this thing happens, right? And she starts to stink and she can't have a bath, right? And she really wants to have a bath. She's dead sweaty and stuff. She's going about her daily stuff. She can do everything else normal. She can eat, she can talk, everything. But for some reason, she can't have a bath.
Is there a coal mining husband in the bath?
Yeah. Is this Born Stinky?
She can't have a bath.
So a woman can't have a bath?
Yeah. Or a shower. She can't.
Okay, leave it there, Rick. Don't try and guess. It's not for us to guess.
The general public can phone up and ask questions, so I just
I'm
go
not
for
sure
it.
They can they?
I think so. Otherwise, we don't want just people just phoning up and
I'll tell
getting
you
it.
what about this? Why don't they can ask one question?
Yeah.
They can ask one question of Karl, then they have to make a guess.
Okay.
08700 800 1234.
Have we got someone on the line now?
We'll just
let's do it. Let's go for one. Let's go for one. This is edgy radio. Letting Karl
stuff.
Live. Go on.
Hello, XFM.
Hello, I'm ringing about, what's the song?
Absolutely. What do you think?
Well, I'm going for Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana.
See, that works.
That's a great guess.
It does, yeah, but it doesn't work, because why can't she have a bath?
Okay, so the answer is in there.
I was going to ask you.
Well, that's your one question.
That'd be the answer.
That would be the answer, I'm afraid. What was your name?
Shelley.
Shelley, thanks very much.
Shelley, I should tell you that, you know, that you should never take this personally because no one can really get into the mind of Karl, so don't, you know, beat yourself up about this. I don't expect anyone to get these clues.
No.
So well done. That is a fine guess. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else there?
Let's hello, XFM.
Who's that on the line?
It's Chris.
Hello, Chris. A question for Karl? Before you give us your guess?
I haven't thought of a really good question or anything yet.
You just want to go for the guess?
Well, no, what I thought was, I'm sure Simon Mayo used to do this when he did the breakfast show on Radio 1 years ago.
No, it didn't.
So you've just pinched this idea, Karl?
If you're going to rip someone off, Karl, do not rip off Simon Mayo.
I haven't ripped this off. I thought this was a new idea. I was going to do it with sound effects instead, but that's...
Yeah, he used to do that, and he used to get his team to play other characters. In the
You idiot.
Well, no, hang on.
Not you, Chris. I'm saying you idiot to Karl.
Yeah, but nothing's new anyway, is it? So I'm not getting annoyed about it. What do you think the answer is?
Is it Cornflake Girl by Tori Amos?
Good answer. She couldn't have a bath because she'd go all floppy
and then go down the plug hole.
Good answer.
She'd go all soggy. Yeah.
So
is it Cornflake Girl?
No, it's not, but that's
a great answer.
It could have been.
Okay.
You're already seeing the error of this, aren't you?
I think this is great radio. I'm really hooked on this. I'm genuinely excited.
This is really like that, those so-called lateral thinkers. A man got into a field and dies. Why?
Yeah.
He ran out of air. No.
Yeah.
Not the one I'm thinking
he was
of.
shot.
Well,
no.
Yeah.
That was a good answer,
Well,
but...
couldn't, like, Simon Mayo, like, sue you or something for doing it?
Will you stop? Don't mention that.
Yeah.
Listen, I think if you're going to steal ideas from someone, it should be a brain box like Mayo. I mean, he's the man.
The only example of one I can ever remember hearing on his show, because I was quite young then, was some people were pretending to, like, tap someone's phone or something, and then they got caught, and the answer was just bugging by whistle, because they were...
Genius.
That was absolute genius.
That's absolute genius.
See,
Chris,
Karl, that's the sort of standard you've got to come up against.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Chris.
the phone lines are hot.
Oh, hello, XFM.
Hi, is it Candy Perfume Girl?
Is it what?
Candy Perfume Girl.
Candy Perfume Girl?
Yeah.
Candy Perfume Girl.
Is it... Well, who's that by?
Madonna.
No, it's...
That sounds like an obscure album track.
Wow.
It's just one of her songs.
Just think about it. She stinks and everything. She's a normal life. I didn't say she was a sweet or anything. But for some reason she can't have a bath or
Is this
shower.
a big song? Just to give him a clue.
It's a bigger song than Candy Sweet Girl.
Thank you very much indeed for your guess. It clearly is right.
Thank you. Cheers. Sorry.
Okay,
one more, then we go to a record. Come on.
Okay.
Go on. Hello, XFM.
Carl,
Yeah.
is it High and Dry by Radiohead?
High and dry.
High and dry. Now that's great. She smells, which is another word for high. She's dry because she doesn't have a shower. Carl, if it isn't that, yours will never be as good as that. He's the winner. Whatever you're thinking of, that clue is brilliant. What's your name, mate?
It's Richie.
Richard, I mean, you can't beat that.
That's a bit too lateral.
Don't be stupid. It's perfect. He's made yours into a clever clue. He's made high, she smells, dry, she never gets in the bath or shower. It's not that, is it, Carl?
No, it's
You
not.
don't even get that, do you?
Not
Have
really.
you ever heard of the word high being used to mean sort of smelly?
No.
No.
Oh, what?
That was where you went wrong there, mate.
Richard, well, I'm declaring you the winner, even though that isn't the
I
answer.
don't think
Thank
we
you.
should give up this early.
Can we
Rick.
just
What?
let's play a song and,
Let's play a song.
give it one more chance because
Yeah.
if people think about it, it is really easy.
So,
I'm not going to find out the answer now because I've got to go out.
okay, we'll do it very quickly. Stay in for 10 minutes.
We're just going to play a new Coldplay track out.
Okay, let's do
Brilliant.
Coldplay and then we'll come
Cheers.
back with this.
Coldplay. One I Love. That's for, Nick, Neil, Olivia in Tower Bridge.
Absolutely, and also Nikki from Bromley who emailed in, she's enjoying the show and she wanted a bit of Coldplay. That's the B-side of the current single.
This is
In
a
My
great
Place.
show, isn't it? We've got great music, we've
Great
got
music.
laughs, tears, we've got requests, we've got Simon Mayo games. It's
Yeah.
a bit, it's just like Radio 1 for less
Exactly.
people.
Exactly.
Radio 1 for less people. This is great, isn't it?
So
go on then.
listen, Karl, you were so excited about this game, weren't you, earlier? You came in with a
But I knew
hop,
it
skip
would
and a leap in
fall
your
flat.
step.
Although I must say, the phones are going mental. We're going to have to take
This
some
is
more
it, no,
calls.
people
I
love
mean,
Karl.
High and Dry is great. I mean, it works. That's it.
Can we have a very quick...
Just recap in case someone's just
very
tuned in.
quick
Can you
recap.
Can you make it so High and Dry doesn't work now? Give us a bit of information that makes it different to High and Dry, or can't
So
you
for those that
even
have
do
just
that?
tuned in, Karl describes, in a roundabout way, a story which somehow is representative of a song. Is that
Song
right?
title.
A song title,
Yeah.
okay.
So this woman, she's all right. You know, she has a normal life,
Pretty much.
kind of.
Yeah.
There's probably a few things actually that she can't do thinking about it. But the main problem would be having a wash or having a bath or having a shower.
Yeah.
Maybe going for a swim thinking about it.
Right.
That's good.
I think water is the clue, isn't it? That's the clue.
Alright, so fair
Who's that on the line?
Hi there, it's Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Right,
What do
if
you
it
think?
smells like Teen Spirit, Nirvana.
No, it's not.
That's a great guess. Smells like Teen Spirit again. He's also
No.
brilliant. Thank you, Mark. Well done.
No, it's not that. Alright. Hello, XFM.
Oh, that's a dodgy mobile.
Oh, that's a bit of a clue.
A dodgy
Hello,
mobile.
XFM.
Oh, they've just given up. They've all been going for Smells Like Teen Spirit. They just hung up.
Hello, XFM.
Hi, is it, She's Electric?
Excellent.
She's electric. It makes sense. That's fantastic.
Oasis,
Karl.
she's electric.
Why does she smell?
Because she doesn't have a bath and that. Because she can't have a bath or a shower. What's your name?
Neil.
Neil
So
got
the
it.
fact, so oh,
Neil got it. So, did you get it straight away?
No, only, during the song.
A process of elimination from all the other wrong answers.
Yeah, basically.
So,
she's electric.
Rick, I have to say, you're holding your head in your hands, and it looks like you want to shoot off. But I have to say, I thought that was quite good. I genuinely thought that was quite good.
But it's not a cryptic clue, is it? Because it's not. She smells. There's a few things she can't do. She's electric.
yeah, but do you understand what I'm getting at? She's electric.
I always understand what you're getting at, Carl. That's never been a problem in the years I've known you.
Neil got it.
Yeah.
She's
I have to
electric.
say, Rick, I think you're down on this idea. I could definitely see that ITV1 replacing I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Karl Pilkington hosting.
It's Simon Mayo on the phone
Exactly.
to the lawyers.
Well, Neil, there's no prizes or anything, but well done.
Well done. That was well worth it. Right.
Well, you go away with the award in the knowledge that you've beaten Karl.
Yeah. You can get secure in the knowledge that you thought how Karl does.
Absolutely. Well done, Neil. I have to say, I think you're being harsh on him. I think that's,
Okay.
that's a great game.
Alright, let's do it again next week
I
then.
thought that was a great game.
Brilliant.
Well
Play a
done, Karl.
record. Play a record.
What do you want to play?
Oh, you know, I tell you, we've been playing some oldies, Rick, and I've enjoyed them all. But I think I've been in love with this song for many, many years. And when I saw it, reminded of it in Con Air, the film Con Air. Remember they stick it on in Con Air, and it's just dynamite. Lynyrd Skynyrd.
I love this.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh,
play it.
turn this up.
Where's this one? Pick it up.
Sweet Home Alabama. Lynyrd Skynyrd. Strange and Beautiful, Aqualung, or as Karl says, Aqualung, on XFM 104.9. Well, it seems that Karl's clue, you know, did go down quite well. Some other people got it. The game show as a whole has been well received.
Well, I have to say the email. You know, we've had loads of emails, Rick. You know, I mean, we've had let me just count 2.
Yeah.
And one of them was aimed at Simon Mayo. Came to us by mistake. They thought they were listening to Mayo.
Yeah.
And the other is saying Karl, they love the game show.
Radio 1 with less people.
Yeah. And so, despite the fact it was a stolen idea, I think we can do it again next week.
Just
And next week, let's rustle up some prizes as well.
You're just like your little magpie, aren't you? Thieving shiny ideas from Mayo's nest.
Absolutely. So we played Lynyrd Skynyrd just before the ads, and I was just looking at the compilation it comes from.
It's a great compilation.
We took this from Driving Rock.
Yeah.
Which I imagine
This is not available in the shops.
Exactly. I imagine it's come straight from the personal collection of maybe Taron or Foxy.
Or Canfield.
But there's some great names on here that I'd like to see. Maybe we could
He's
play
a little
them.
Vance, isn't he? He's a tiny Vance.
Exactly.
You know, like you're a little Mayo. Canfield's a little Vance.
I mean, these are some names. Just
Go
don't.
on.
I haven't heard them for a long time. I'd love to hear them again. Alana Miles. Black Velvet.
No, rubbish.
Rhea. You don't hear Rhea, no?
Chris Rea?
Yeah.
Well, what one?
Spin Doctors.
Oh, God.
Lest we forget the Spin Doctors. Crash Test Dummies. What happened to them?
Dunno.
Who else we got on here? Richard Marx.
Yeah.
Mr. Big.
I didn't. He's guilty in that song when he goes, I swear I did, and all that, and the police came around. Well, there's no smoke without fire. I reckon he did it. To be honest. I reckon he murdered her.
You're absolutely right. Go on. Legs, ZZ Top.
She knows how to use them.
She does indeed.
She knows how to. It's what it is. It's electrical impulse from the brain.
Yeah. How is she using them? What's she up to?
She's just. It's you know.
The brothers Doobie are on here as well.
Oh, wasn't that? There's nothing wrong with them.
Absolutely no. Starship.
Yeah.
And Toto as well. One of your big
Africa?
fan. It's not actually.
What is it?
Can you name another Toto track?
Hold the line.
It's Hold the Line.
Let's rock. Put that on.
Is it good? Is it good
Let's
stuff?
Down. Ow.
Is it good stuff?
When session musicians get together. Oh,
Can we hear a quick little blaster?
Oh,
It should
go
be.
on.
Is that disc
Oh,
still in
play
there?
a little bit. Hold the line. It's
That should
great.
be. That should be track. Let me see.
no.
That's probably track 10.
I hope this doesn't annoy too many people. Like, we're worried.
Yeah.
yeah. We like to keep our radio slick.
Is this it? This is like it.
Yeah. Whack up with it.
Right, yeah. We're
Yeah.
playing,
That was dynamite.
That was great.
We'll have some. I think we should
Is
have
it?
like a classic rock anthem every week.
Do you not
think? I
I'd
mean,
love
that-
to. I'd love
dynamite.
to. Bit of Rainbow maybe next week. Who
Oh,
knows?
man alive.
Phone in if you want to hear some classic rock.
Classic rock, indeed.
Oh, we ripped off Mayo. Let's do Vance.
Absolutely. Let's just steal ideas from other better DJs.
Okay. What can we
I mean,
have?
there's some great ideas out there, I'm sure.
I mean, if you want to like any fix-its done, if you may want to eat your packed lunch on a roller coaster,
On a roller coaster, yeah, with some Boy Scouts.
or dance with Bananarama,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we're
Or 5-star.
yeah.
I love the fact 5-star reform. There's 3 of them. Have you read about this?
No.
turn left.
White Stripes on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Well, I had a good time.
I've enjoyed it, yeah, it's been nice. It's been fun.
Some good tracks, some laughs, a new competition by Simon Mayo. That was
Absolutely.
that was great.
Yeah. Karl, have you heard the big news? That Ricky Gervais is looking to take up. Well, you explain it, Gervais, because
it's not big news.
No,
What are you talking? What do you mean?
you're taking up boxing. Is this right?
No.
What is the story? You're
right.
fighting for money?
No. What? Yeah, bare knuckle fighting.
No, come on. What is it?
No, all it is. I've been watching this show on cable called Born to Fight, and it's sort of late. It's a late one. We flick round, and I think it's on After Roadies, which is like
Roadies?
yeah, it's one bloke with a camera who goes on tour with different people. Like he went on with Motorhead. He went with the Meatloaf tribute act. He went on with Coldplay was in one of them. It's and it's the
Is
sort
this
of
when, like,
cheap
all the
sort of
other
cable.
channels have been switched off?
Yeah,
This is the only one left.
exactly, yeah. And there's one called Born to Fight, and they just take a different story. It might be like an amateur fight, or it might be an unlicensed fight, not illegal, or it might be white collar, which I'm thinking of doing.
What's white collar?
White collar is just people who want to fight. And it's organised.
Is it like Fight Club?
Yeah, but it's charity. It's safe. It's a charity do. You know, having like big events, and it's just two people that aren't boxers, aren't amateur boxers, and they get in the ring. They do three 2-minute rounds, and they just lay into each other. They've got head guards on, and
Rick, I don't mean to alarm you, but we work together obviously, and we make the office and stuff. Your face is my fortune. I can't have
that
it
must be a bit of a worry for you.
It is. I'm not going to say. Well, your heart as well is also a concern.
Yeah.
And you're eating and stuff.
But when I said I was going to get fit, you were going, no, Gervais, you're only funny because you're fat.
No, I agree. This is true, but I'm saying there's a difference between being fit.
Yeah.
And I would say, for instance, don't eat kind of cheese and bacon, on their own
all day,
all for breakfast. So what I'm saying is there's a difference between exercising and then having your face beaten in. And what I'm saying is that I just don't think it's a good idea.
But I might win.
No, I don't. That's irrelevant. You're still going to take a couple of blows to the face, and the point is this, Rick: you're not going to win.
Why?
Because you are delusional. You think that you are probably the world's greatest boxer. I know. Ever since I've known you, you seem to think that it's the case because you've watched all the Rocky films. And you think that's fair enough, that seems straightforward enough. But look at your physique, you've got some upper body strength, but, you've also got some lower belly strength as well, I noticed. And my concern is you're going to go in there and you're not only going to be a broken man when you realise that you're just not as handy in the ring as you thought you were, but also you're going to incur some injuries.
This is fighting talk. This is fighting talk.
The first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club.
This one's we want to do it more now, just because of you. It was the same when Adrian didn't agree that Rocky could beat Clubber Lang.
Yeah.
Oh, she made that mistake, then she made the same mistake with Drago.
Rick? At what age?
She turns up at the end to take a bit of the credit, didn't she?
When you were this kind of thin, nimble youth in your makeup and your eyeliner and all the rest of it, I bet you had no idea, you had no thoughts about boxing. It never came into your mind, did it? So at what age did you suddenly think, wait a minute, I've taken the wrong path in life. I could have been the world heavyweight.
I don't think I could.
When have you suddenly decided that you can suddenly be a bit street tough? I don't understand why this has suddenly come about in.
Well, I'm not putting out a shout, am I, to fight people? It's not like Noel Gallagher and Robbie Williams.
But you've got to find someone else presumably to fight with.
Yeah, but it'll probably be a businessman who wants to fight.
Right. Do you know there's something really weird about that? Don't you think that sound? Have you just listened to yourself? I want to fight I want to fight a businessman. Please may I fight a businessman?
I want to fight a businessman.
It's what you just said.
I want to fight someone who wants to. It's not.
I want to fight them though. I want to fight somebody.
Since you were like that, it sounds a bit mad.
Bring them on. I want to fight people.
No, but it's more the effort and the training, the commitment to it, like climbing a mountain. I mean, I think climbing a mountain and doing a marathon is ridiculously macho. It's not the fact that you can do it.
No, that's not macho compared with boxing.
Macho, isn't it? Climbing. There's no reason to climb a mountain. There's no reason to do a marathon. If you can run a mile, that's all you need. The fact that you train is whether you can do it yourself and achieve something. And this is more like the training and the learning skill, and then seeing if it works. I don't want to get in there.
But aren't you concerned about you might get beaten, or you might get beaten up? I should say.
No, what's the worst that can happen?
You'll get black eyes, bruises, and
bruises.
Gervais, let me just remind you of the time we were working in your flat, right? And you immediately, right? I don't know to this day what happened, but you started choking. You clasped your chest. You were breathing, wheezing. Right? I leapt over to you. I remember screaming, "I don't know the Heimlich maneuver. If you've swallowed something, I can't help."
Yeah.
You gained your breath. You gained your composure. I said, "What happened? Did you eat something? Did you go down the wrong way?" You said, "No. I swallowed some dust." I swallowed some dust. You breathed some dust in that was in the air. There was some dust in the air. You breathed that in. It knocked you out for 2 days. You were in bed for 2 days.
I love that.
I don't think you're the man for the job.
And that's some dust. What do you think this businessman's going to do?
Exactly.
Would be permanent. Hurt you permanent.
Yeah.
He'll hurt you permanent.
You found a lump, didn't you, on your testicle? Once we sat in a doctor's waiting room, I remember, for about 45
You've got
minutes.
them checked out. It was fine. I think I went twice, didn't I? I said to the doctor at one point, I said, "Did you check round the back?"
Yeah.
I was thinking he hadn't checked it. Yeah. Oh, dear.
Just because I hadn't found anything. My point is this. You're something of a hypochondriac. You know you're something of a hypochondriac. You know that already. So Why do you think this is going to be any different?
Well,
if you take when you take the first blow to the head, you take the punch, you'll immediately think that you've got some kind of, brain disorder.
No, I've always wanted to do it, but I wanted to make sure, I wanted to know that I definitely lost my looks.
Right.
And, I've seen some of the publicity shots, I've got mirrors and mouths, so now, because I've definitely lost my looks now, I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So I want, maybe a younger, more handsome man, I want to teach him a lesson.
I'll end with this.
Right.
For people who listen to this show regularly, you already sound like you're punch drunk. Alright? And that's just your natural way of talking. Please, let's not do the real thing.
Oh, play a record. Oh.
I mean, is it going to be televised?
Well, we could get it on DVD, maybe release it.
Now I'm interested.
Okay.
Is there money to be made?
Yeah, lots of money.
Well, maybe we should talk about it.
Okay. On XFM 104.9.
You join us now live at Shipley Old People's Home, where TV star Ricky Gervais is taking on his first non-professional bout. Ricky, who are you fighting this evening?
A bloke called Pete Smedley.
Okay, Pete Smedley. How old's Pete?
He's 72.
72 years old.
Yeah.
And you're very excited about the fight, I know. Pete's just recovered from a massive coronary, hasn't he?
Well, I don't want to get into that. He's deemed himself fit, and that's good enough for me. If he wants to fight. Listen, right, someone just called up and said, they'll fight me. He sounded pretty tasty. I said, how tall are you? He said 5'11". I said, what do you weigh? He said 13 stone. I said, how old are you? 27. I explained to him I'm looking for someone a lot older and smaller.
Absolutely.
lot older and smaller than
Donna Stell. If Donna Stell from, what was it?
I'm going to show you now, Steve. Listen, it's just a sport. People go, oh, don't go into badminton, the shuttlecock can hurt your eye. It's just a sport.
Okay, fair enough. We'll I'm sure, resume this conversation next week. When, of course, we'll also be playing more of Karl's new brilliant game, with prizes, hopefully.
Yeah, Simon Mayo's What Is Karl Thinking?
Absolutely. I'll leave you with a song for the ladies, Rick, if I may. This is by my friend Harry, you may know, he sends me tracks every so often that I should listen to, and this is a particular favourite of mine. Pretty Pleasing. It's by Kevin Tehista's Red Terror. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. But enjoy that, and we'll see you next week.
Let's get ready to rumble. Coldplay and In My Place on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant.
Hello there, lovely to be here.
Carl Pilkington there, pressing the buttons.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
How long can you maintain it?
I'm bored already.
Yeah, already bored of doing
Bored already.
Every week you start it the same way.
Yeah.
That was not bad though, you actually grammatically made sense, which is
really
impressive. Yeah.
Thanks very much.
A rare treat indeed from Ricky Gervais.
Some of the listeners have already worked out. Got nothing to say at all.
Sure.
Haven't prepared again.
No.
We did come in half hour early to prepare, but instead me and Karl were playing. You had to flick the football into the bin.
Right.
We had 5 goes each, or the world was going to end.
Okay.
And that took up.
That took up a good 25 minutes.
Yeah, I liked it when we came back, and then we started just trying to beat each other in the corridor, and I beat him. I scored a goal. He was gutted because he thought he fancied himself in football, and I beat him. And I was knackered and sweating.
Yeah.
As I walked back to you about 5 minutes ago, you were looking at the records. You went, and this was lovely. You went. Well, we've done the preparation then.
Yeah.
Like a sarcastic teacher.
Yeah, like a teenager, like an annoyed teenager. Whose parents have embarrassed him once again. And you beat Karl, did you?
Yeah.
Because you're not.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not particularly.
I'm not good at football.
Well, you're not particularly nimble on your feet.
Oh, come on.
No, you're not. Douglas Bader is more nimble.
I'm alright. I'm alright. But Karl's sort of, I think he's got more skills than me, but he hasn't got the aggression and the weight.
Yeah.
So I just pushed him aside.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah.
Good work.
I'm going on holiday.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not here next week. What are you gonna do, Karl? Are you gonna do the best of or something next week, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what we've got to sort out.
Well, I can't sort it out. I've got to go to the airport
No, straight after the show you've got to do some links.
No, I'm not doing any links. I said I wouldn't, so...
That's what we planned.
No, we didn't. I said I'd do some during the show, and then you
I thought you were joking.
I honestly can't do it today, so we do some during the show. What are you gonna do? Just put the shows that we've done in this year?
Sorry guys, I hate to interrupt. This is the sort of stuff we should have been discussing when you were playing football.
I know. Play rec. What are you gonna play?
Let's have a bit of Foo Fighters. Okay. Let's just discuss this off air.
Okay. Foo Fighters there, learning to fly. Steve, I hope the pilot that I get today flying the plane that I'm going on holiday in has already learned to fly.
Oh, well done. That is dynamite. That's a textbook link.
Yeah.
That's genius. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Where are you going? What's the story?
Yeah.
Where are you off to?
Sorrento.
Where's that?
sort of South Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
What are you like on holiday? Are you a nightmare? Are you the, like...
Oh,
Because you're quite... But you're quite, I mean, obviously, I've often said on the radio before that I'm spending any length of time with you is one of the most unbearable things I've ever had to do. I mean, spending a week with you is nightmarish, and sharing any kind of accommodation is, do you know what I mean? No, seriously, I mean, it's like hell. It's like a living hell. It's like having a teenager.
No, just
it's like having a sort of teenage kid who can't be entertained by anything.
Just chill out.
Just chill out, dude. Just max relax.
Yeah, max relax.
Yeah, sure. And and so if you're in somewhere like Italy, like somewhere like that, because obviously a very beautiful city and very cultured and stuff. Is that something that you enjoy? Do you enjoy the culture of that, the beautiful architecture that's there?
A hotel's the same anywhere. As long as there's room service and a nice swimming pool and it's nice weather.
Sure.
If it's not, I'm annoyed. And I need to blame someone.
And is it true that you go, because you go to Italy most years, don't you? Is that because that's the only food you like eating?
I like pasta and pizza,
Yeah.
And I've been to other places. I went to France once, and you can't explain to them to cook it just cook it properly. I don't want any to cook it. There's blood in the middle of that.
Yeah, sure.
Hungary, it was just, I went there for a while, and I couldn't identify the animals they were killing for me. So, I know quite a lot about natural history. And I couldn't identify what was on the plate, so I don't...
Came on early? Did you ask for a couple of days?
No, I just got annoyed, and I went to McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, that's the great thing about McDonald's, is they are in most major cities.
No, but you can't go wrong with pasta and pizza.
So if I was with you on holiday, and we were hanging out or whatever, and I took you to say maybe a beautiful cathedral, is that something you'd enjoy? I can't quite imagine you actually taking the time to...
Well, as long as it's not a very long walk, we don't have to stay there more than a couple of minutes. I'd love to look around places.
Right, so you'd look at the cathedral.
Yeah.
That's taken, that takes people's breath away, and people travel from around the world to see that. And how long would you stay looking?
Travel around the world to see it. I think they go somewhere and they go, well, we might as well look at the cathedral. You can't miss it, they're huge.
Yeah. And would you sort of spend any time looking at that? Would you just sort of soak in the atmosphere for a moment, or would you?
I'd look at it and I'd go, that's brilliant. And then if there was any sort of soaking in, I can do that later when there's nothing to look at.
Right.
There's less to do.
Your memory of it later when you're in the bar.
Yeah,
sure,
you can
sure. And would you, so can you be kind of in awe of something like that?
Yeah, if it's big, okay. If I go into the cathedral and it's, I've seen bigger, I go, oh, I've seen bigger. If it's the biggest I've seen, I go, that is huge. Let's go.
Then let you off.
Yeah.
Sure, because you're a sort of man who gets bored, and this is true, Karl, you may not be familiar with this. Ricky Gervais is a man who gets bored drinking a glass of water.
It's boring.
Because it's not flavoursome enough.
No, it's not got enough flavour. It's absolute bore. The only thing, Jane's got me onto fizzy water, which at least got something there.
Right.
But I only drink that when I'm sort of dehydrated in the middle of the night. I never drink a drink of water.
No.
It is boring.
Yeah. But that's why you've always got headaches, and you're always
apparently
moaning and stuff.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons I hate you. But when I say hate you, I don't mean I hate you. I didn't mean to blurt it out that strongly. What I mean is, if I'm spending a lot of time with you,
once he said, we're in the BBC canteen, and I was sort of like, and he just put his knife forward, and I said, I'll never eat with you again. I said, what's the matter? He said, you annoy me. I hate eating with you. It annoys me. It looks like a child food. It's just you eat chips and sausage and rubbish. You don't eat, look at you don't touch your vegetables, you don't drink water. He said, he really got annoyed.
I was, because you've got this, this hatred of anything that's good for you. You won't eat any form of salad.
Why do I eat salad?
Because it's good for you and
lettuce is boring. Lettuce is absolutely boring. Cucumber are boring.
But the thing is, you see, I admit that lettuce and cucumber have not got much flavour, but that's why people will add, say, in Italy, they'll add a lovely dressing. Maybe some olive oil, maybe some balsamic vinegar.
Well, you embarrass yourself, because the good thing about a nice, mature lump of cheddar cheese is you don't have to have any dressing.
Although you add some anyway.
I put a little bit of olive oil in it, and maybe some mayonnaise.
Maybe some Thousand Island dressing.
On a Ritz cracker, you don't need it, it's just extra.
Sure. Well, good luck. I noticed you're wearing is this your travelling gear? You've got the sweatpants and the t-shirt, the free t-shirt.
Yeah.
Looking to get an upgrade, are you? Or?
I'm going first class, anyway. Badly drawn boy, spitting in the wind on XFM 104.9.
Are you going to be taking in any of the culture in Italy? Is that something you do?
Yeah.
The opera?
Don't know about the opera. I've never been to the opera. I do like
you like
of opera. I wouldn't sit through a whole one, but I mean, I like the songs they take from it for that World Cup one. and those two fat birds that they sung in Shawshank Redemption was good.
Yes.
But, I think, you know, I haven't gone into it extensively. I haven't studied the art.
The art of opera.
Also, it's in foreign, so you don't really know what's happening.
It's in foreign.
Yeah, so you don't know.
That's annoying for you.
Yeah.
What about, are you a fan of any of the great English operas? Like, The Pirates of Penzance?
Yeah, Gilbert and Sullivan. To me, Gilbert and Sullivan were like probably their day equivalent of like Richard Stilgoe getting together with Tony Slattery, and then 100 years later people go, it's brilliant. It is like they might as well I don't know, make any episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Right, yeah.
Into an opera, and in 200 years' time we'll be going, that's genius.
Yeah.
Listen to this one, look, this is Party Quirks.
Yeah, Amdram Societies. We're a step. Because I was in the Pirates of Penzance once in an amateur production.
You used to like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I did, that was
Although I did watch it when it first came on Channel 4 about 15, 20 years ago.
But we did the Pirates of Penzance when I was in an amateur dramatic society in Bristol, the Bristol Operatic Society, Light Operatic Society. I don't know why I was involved, because I can't sing. My audition, I thought, this is how desperate they were for blokes. I swear to God, right, I can't sing, you know.
Well, you?
Yeah, alright, calm down. And, I went in and they said, so what are you gonna sing? I went, well, I want to surprise you. They said, do you want a piano accompaniment? I said, no, I don't think so. I went to the back, I swear to God, I went to the back of the room and I just sang, Thumbelina, Thumbelina, tiny little thing, Thumbelina dance, Thumbelina sing, Thumbelina, what's the difference if you're very small? 'Cause when your heart is full of love, you're 6 feet tall. I just did that, and they just looked at me like I was the weirdest freak they'd ever had. Immediately put me in the chorus, because that was how desperate they were for blokes. We staged it, we rehearsed it. I couldn't remember the lyrics.
Thank God you were doing Thumbelina.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
dear.
I couldn't remember the lyrics.
What was it for? Was it Gilbert and Sullivan?
It was the Pirates of Penzance.
Oh.
There weren't enough blokes, right, so that we had to double up. So some of the pirates had to double up as the policemen who were chasing the pirates. A little bit problematic in the scene when the policemen and the pirates have a fight. That was a little bit tricky. And the worst things, there's a sequence where, like, the sort of the daughters of the Major General all kind of like, oh, beautiful, something like, you know, oh, beautiful little girls are we, la 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 la. And the women they must have all been over 40. I mean, real kind of toothless crones creeping around in their 90s.
Is it the sort of women that buy one of those sort of porcelain dolls from the TV and go, look, I've had a baby. It's not a real baby. It is a real baby. I'm gonna stab you.
Yeah.
One of those.
Exactly. It's the sort of women that you'd see maybe on TV's Bargain Hunt. You know, the kind of contestants you get on there. Those are women who sort of, they're in Amdram and they think they've clung on to their looks, but they have never made it in the guy who was playing there's a guy who's supposed to be an 18-year-old prince, an 18-year-old pirate, the Pirate King. He must have been 40 if he was a day. He also directed the show, though, so he got to prance around in these thigh-high boots. Ludicrous. It was so embarrassing. It was shameful, really.
I'd love to go to Amdram.
Amdram is a whole other world. It's such an incredible place, because there's so much backbiting and envy and...
Really?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, it's worse than the real world of theatre and TV. It's unbelievable. Because the same old people get to do it every year because they can hold a note.
Can we go along?
You would absolutely adore it, Gervais. It is
film it, a secret camera.
blinding.
Have you ever done anything in a play, Pilk?
We know this. Carl, you've performed,
just
haven't
did
you?
the talent show, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, the talent show, yeah.
Remind us of the talent show.
That's when I did Walk Like an Egyptian, dressed up as a woman.
Yeah, yeah.
And did me magic trick.
Oh, is it an egg?
The egg one.
Yeah.
What was the egg one again?
When actually I've ruined it now saying the egg one, but I went on stage with like an hanky.
Yeah.
And I said, at this point I was dressed up as a caretaker in it.
Sure.
Don't know why, can't remember.
No.
I was stood there with this hanky over my hand.
Yeah.
I said, right, you're gonna love this one.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna make a bird appear in front of your eyes, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh god, what's it gonna do? So I'm stood there.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Pulled the hanky off.
It was an egg.
Had an egg, and I said, oh, it hasn't been born yet.
That's brilliant.
They loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went wild for it, did they? Round of applause.
Yeah.
How old were you? Was that
your,
like 17?
Was that apart from your paper round? Was that the high point of your life so far? Is that what's the
no,
best?
I didn't really
Carl,
want to
I'd
do
like
it.
to see you take that on the road. Or maybe at least up to the Edinburgh Festival next year.
Carl, we're gonna play a song now, right? One of my great track, Watch That Man, off one of my favourite albums, A Love Insane by David Bowie. But during that, can you think of a couple of things for me? What's the best thing that's ever happened to you? Can you think about that for 3 minutes? Me and Steve will leave you alone. Just the best thing that's ever happened to you. Remember and think that is amazing. Yeah, can you do that? Watch that man. David Bowie. Steve's caught unaware there, just wandering around, not quite ready, were you?
Well, no, I'm just relaxing, I'm just laid back, just hanging.
Yeah, Karl.
Yeah.
Best thing that's ever happened to you? Best event, best day in your life?
I mean, there's loads of things that happen. Like, no, but, do you know what I mean? You can go for obvious stuff like, you know, meeting Suzanne, sticking with her and having a nice holiday.
take that as read.
Yeah.
You've got that on your desire, and that's already done.
Well,
and the day you got your qualifications through.
Yeah, the history.
Probably, I mean, when you asked me then, the first thing that came into my mind, right, that was a real surprise, right, because it's like, you get surprises on your birthday and that, don't you? But they're not really surprises, because you're hassling your mum and dad for stuff, and then they, you know, they might buy at you. So it's not really a real surprise, is it? Do you know what I mean? So I'd say something that was really like, oh yeah, nice one, I've got something here, is the time when my dad said, empty the bin, will you? Right? I said, oh, do we have to? And I was watching something, it was like, why don't you, or something like that on the telly.
Is this what started your tea bag and banana skin collection?
Right, so it was like, do you know, in the summer holidays where you'd have dead good telly in the morning, you had like, the Monkeys.
Yeah,
it was
banana
why don't you, banana splits and all that, right? And I was like, loving that, I was watching that, my dad said, empty the bin. I said, oh, the Monkeys are on in a minute. He said, well, just empty the bin. So I emptied it, and I just put it near the door. He said, don't leave it there. He said, stick it near the bins in the garden. I was like, oh, I'll put it there later. He said, no, do it now. Right? So I was like, oh, if I miss the beginning of this, I'll be livid, right? So I picked it up quick, ran out down to the bottom of the garden, slung it in the corner, and sort of went to turn back to go back in, and had to look again, because they had like a little AA truck. They bought me, it wasn't brand new, but he'd got it from somewhere, a little AA go-kart, do you know, one of them like, little things, I mean, I was young. Right? And it was like,
go-kart?
What kind of, no, the plastic ones. When you're about, I don't know, I must have been like 5 or 6 or something.
So I don't quite follow, he sent you out there?
My dad sent me out with a bin bag so I could see, what he'd got me. And it wasn't my birthday or anything, he'd just got it from somewhere.
You sure you hadn't just nicked it and dumped it out the back?
Possibly.
Sure.
But, that was like a genuine, like, oh yeah, smart. So I went back in, watched the telly and that for a bit, and went back out.
You thought,
did I tell you about my go-kart?
Yeah, like you... About your dad giving it away.
What's the story?
I think I've told this, haven't I?
Have you gone? What? Tell it again.
Well, have I told it on air? I can't remember, maybe I just told you it. When I was about 8 or 9, I had a go-kart and I loved it. It's one of those that you press back and forth.
Yes.
And I used to come in every day, used to just get changed, run out, and it was, behind the shed, and I used to just go up and down the garden. And one day I came running in, and I ran out, and I couldn't see it. And I went out to the back door, my mum was washing up, and I went, where's my go-kart? She went, your dad swapped it.
Your dad swapped it?
Yeah. With his, it was his mate, Jimmy, in the pub. He went, it's just, I said, what? Oh. She went, yeah, he swapped it for a wheelbarrow. So I went and looked back, and there was this wheelbarrow, right, that was obviously just came off a building site. Covered in concrete. I couldn't, it was steel, right, I could hardly move it. And I went back and I went, really? She went, yeah, it's your wheelbarrow.
See, I'm thinking my dad lost the wheelbarrow that day.
And I used to push that up and down, it wasn't the same. And
you used to push the wheelbarrow up and down? Anything in there, or?
No, I was just trying to sort of keep myself amused. But anyway, that summer, I went on holiday, and I went to Bognor with my mum and my nan.
Another wild holiday.
And I was sort of out by my caravan, and I made friends with this kid, and he'd hired a go-kart from the caravan, right? And I remember him going around it, and it was great. And I said, I've got a go-kart. And the caravan window opened, and my mum said, don't lie.
You've got a wheelbarrow. Be truthful.
I went, I had a go-kart.
Oh, that's so tragic.
Well,
did you ever really forgive him for that? I'd never forgiven my dad if he'd swapped a go-kart for a wheelbarrow.
I just thought that's part of the course. You know what I mean? They're in charge.
Sure. Did you used to rush home, change, and into that sort of gardener's gear? Straight into your hard hat and dungarees.
I go, Mum, any bricks need moving?
Exactly.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's so tragic.
Yeah.
Still, that was your happiest day.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Karl.
That's the one that sprang to mind, yeah.
Yeah, and
go-kart
my unhappiest. You see how go-karts can be good or bad? Does that make you think, Karl? That the go-kart is, you know, is good and evil?
Yeah.
Play a record. I'm
some ads.
upset. Huh?
So, some
Oh,
ads.
brilliant, what ads have you got?
I've got these.
Electric Soft Parade. Same way every day on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
With him, Steve Merchant.
Sure.
Rick, I only had one thing I had to do all week. Okay,
was that?
I was so excited about getting up Friday morning, phoning, getting Bruce Springsteen tickets. The Boss is playing in October, and basically got up too late.
Well, not sold out already, you just
Sold out, it had sold out, but I've started calling about 12:30, it sold out. I trawled the net, I trawled, all the phone
but a lot
lines.
of, some of those buys are bulk buys for selling on, aren't they? They're not all individuals.
This is the problem. I mean, I don't know how many people they can fit in Wembley Arena, but sold out by 12:30, and that's popular.
Wembley Arena?
Yeah.
It's about 12,000, isn't it?
I was so gutted. It was all I had to do. I was so looking forward to it. I phoned up one of those, like, quite dodgy ticket agencies. Do you know how much he was offering to, you know, they're 45 quid to buy. He said the starting price is 225 quid. I mean, that to me is like a ticket tout, like a legal ticket tout.
Are they allowed to do that?
I don't know, it's crazy. I was so angry.
They could make, they'd have to say their booking fee was £150.
Exactly. So but now I'm like desperate. I don't know what to do. I'm just wondering if I can abuse our position on the radio and just try and scrounge them from anyone who's listening. No, I mean anyone who's listening who's got the power to get them, you know, or...
This is begging, isn't it?
It's exactly what it is, Rick, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna try and dress it up.
Yeah.
But it's just begging.
That ticket tout's after you as well, for dissing him.
Ricky.Gervais.
Don't bring me into it.
Shut up. Ricky.Gervais@xfm.co.uk. If there's anything you can do to get me a ticket, I'm willing to pay for it. Up to the price of 45 quid. You know.
Yeah, wow.
No,
second hand.
Yeah,
30.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw your money around,
I'll give
Steve.
25 quid, come on. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
But that, I mean, do you know what I mean? Because I'm just, like, I asked Karl if he could sort it out. He's done nothing. He's achieved nothing.
I know.
So I'm just desperate. I'm in a desperate situation and I don't quite know what to do.
I'll tell you this though, Karl, don't bother doing favours for him because he's not grateful. You give him something and he goes, right, does this mean I have to give you something back? And I go, well no, he goes, good.
Well, I got your Cure tickets and you did nothing but
Yeah, it was
whinge about
rubbish,
it.
that gig.
There you go.
It was rubbish. I went along to that gig, it was a balmy summer's night. The Cure, as far as I'm concerned, owed me a balmy summer's night, because I wasted it. Hour and a half they played 4 hits. I don't want to hear their dirge from, like, some dodgy album and from, like, 1984. I'm not interested. Play the hits. Boys Don't Cry, Love Cats, blah, 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 blah. Instead, I got nothing. I was so angry. I was just, oh, man, I was
You were
so
probably angry at Karl, weren't you?
I was angry at Karl for wasting my time getting me the tickets for
Do you know
free.
what I mean,
If I
Karl?
paid for it,
Are
I'd
you
have been
getting to
absolutely
see what
livid.
sort of a bloke Steve Merchant is?
No, it's not the point. Do you not agree, though, if you're going to go and see a band like The Cure on a summer's night, Hyde Park, you do not want to hear some obscure B-sides and album tracks.
But that was a great thing about when I saw Bowie at the BBC. He played...
When you what?
You know about that?
I don't know about this.
Yeah, you do.
What? When did you see Bowie?
At the Jonathan Ross recording.
Oh, what, your showbiz friend Jonathan Ross?
Yeah.
What was this? Was that TV thing he did?
Yeah.
You went to that? You haven't told me about this.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
But you were away, I think.
No, I wasn't. Because I watched it on TV.
It was amazing.
Well, don't tell me that.
It was incredible.
Were you seriously there?
Yeah. And then I went on to a show on the Saturday.
Did you?
Yeah. Because I was just, John said, oh, I need someone to come in, yeah. And I went on to the radio
So you were
show.
hanging out with Bowie?
Yeah.
Yes. Go on. Who else was there?
Well, the weird thing was...
Shall I go through my favourite artists and you just name them and see if they were there, just let me know.
No, but it was amazing, right? Because he played, just doing local, because it was the Meltdown thing, and he did, Be My Wife, which was great. Then he started doing Fame, right, and they'd been talking about Ziggy in the interview. He was going, oh, everyone goes on with Ziggy, will you just stop it, right? And it was sort of like, got to a point where he was going, oh, and it was really funny, and, but Jonathan's like favourite phase with that. And then he started playing, Fame. And it was really good, and he just went, stop this, this isn't, let's do Ziggy. And my spine tingled. I was well done. And he did Ziggy Stardust, and I'll tell you what, it sounded like the album version. And it's got an amazing band, and I love it when they do that. I hate it when just because they've been going for 25 years, they start changing it.
I can't believe that you went to this, that you knew you were going to this, and you never asked me, you never asked Jonathan if you could get me in. I mean, seriously, I mean, You know how much that would have meant
Yeah,
to
but
me.
it was very tight. Apparently, I know, but it was very sort of. Apparently, Richard Branson couldn't get in. There was a queue, so I was like, especially there was me and Jane went. David Baddiel and Frank Skinner.
Oh, what? Some new showbiz friends of yours? Are
No, I mean I'm rubbing it in, Steve. I know.
I can't. I'm just.
But you might not have liked it. You might have complained like Karl got you into the Cure, and you turned it back on it.
That was rubbish, though. That was rubbish.
Well, you might not like what David did. You know,
I'll tell you this seriously. If I find out that that you've gone to some secret gig or something in the future, and I find out you've been seriously, that's it. There's no more Office. There's no more. No, I'm not joking. I'm not mucking around, because that to me is like that's what friendship is. That's like textbook example of friendship.
What do you think, Karl?
No, I just think that's really off.
No, you were away.
You
were
no, I wasn't away.
Yeah, you were, yeah.
I wasn't away. Don't try and fool me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been away. If I was away, I wouldn't have been away if you told me that was happening.
You were asleep.
I'm seriously, we can joke about it, but I'm really angry about this.
What do you think, Karl?
There's a secret, right? Apparently there's a secret Bruce Springsteen gig that's been planned.
I'm going.
It's all, are you? If I find out you're at that, I mean.
Oh, dear.
Play a record so I can shout expletives at Ricky Gervais. What do you want to play? I tell you what, a lovely bit of electronic.
Oh.
Just to calm and soothe me. I'm just, seriously, I'm not joking, that really winds me up. That really winds me up.
The Cure was good.
Electronic, getting away with it. Nice to hear that again, Rick.
Yeah, lovely. Level that.
Someone's just,
you've had a bit of result, haven't you?
Well, no, there's a guy who's phoned out who said he might be able to sort me out with the Springsteen ticket, so deeply excited about that. But, you know, people don't get complacent. He might not be able to.
Steve demands a lot of hard work.
Well, he might not be able to sort it out, you know, he's gonna make some calls, but, if he can't, then, you know, keep calling or emailing, Ricky.Gervais.
You'll be taking me, won't you? Because after that rant about me not taking you.
Well, you're welcome to go. I mean, if you told me that before, I probably could have blagged some using your name. If you let me do that, I could have phoned out the promoter. I'm calling on behalf of Ricky Gervais, BAFTA winner.
Dear.
He'd have probably, sorted me right out. But yeah, no, I mean, you know, we joking aside, it is quite serious. And, as I say, I don't want to pay through the nose for him, you know, I'm willing to go up to sort of £47. They cost 45 face value.
Like that Steve trying to impress a girl in a queue, offered the bouncer £2 for himself if he could go to the front of the queue.
Man, that was so embarrassing. I tried to bribe, did I tell you that, Karl? I tried to bribe the, bouncer. He was coming out, he thought he was in total, he was like the bouncer of the Met Club, or the Met Bar or something.
Tenner in.
He was no, he wasn't. He was picking people off, right? That was it. He was picking people off, and he was going, you can come in, you can come in. I got chatting to a couple of girls. I thought, I'm in here. I'm sorry, dear. And I thought, I'll act flash. I'll try and bribe my way into the club. The guy was walking past. I cornered him. I went, "Wee, how much did it go in?" He said, £5. I went, "I'll give you 7." And £2. I thought, because the problem I had was I didn't want to go straight to like a tenner, because if he accepted 7, I didn't want to be down. I didn't want to waste money.
Right,
so I thought we could at least haggle.
It was the term. Is that frugal? What is the term for that? Thrifty? I know.
But I'm resenting this because you are trying to create this kind of this myth that I'm somehow, you know, like that I'm somehow cheating my money or that I'm not a great lover. You know what I mean? And that's sort of, I'm like, it's annoying me. Frankly.
Oh, dear. Karl, you went to, Habitat this week, didn't you?
You're not going to believe this, Steve.
Go on.
He told me this morning. No.
Do you know I told you about those lads at school with big heads?
Sure, yeah, the big head lads, yeah.
Right.
And the web feet.
Yeah, webbed hands.
Webbed hands, was it?
They weren't there, were they?
They weren't there, but you know, like Ricky was always saying, oh, they don't exist, they only went to your school, you know, la la la. It was in Habitat, there was only one sat on a sofa. Not one of the lads, but one of the... A big-headed lad.
What? Is that like, when you say a big-headed lad, is he like Frank Sidebottom big head? I mean, is it like...
Well, he doesn't know what this is why... You know, it'd be nice to...
You think it's maybe a medical...
Well, it'd be nice to, if there's a doctor listening, right?
Yeah, a doctor listening to XFM thinking, I must phone up and fuel Karl's obsession with the deformed.
Yeah.
No, but it's not really deformed,
but how big is the head?
Probably, you see, it's weird how it's always kids who I see with it, so I'm wondering whether... They have
grow
a
into
full-size head,
right,
and then when they get older, it works out alright.
Like jumpers. My mum used to get me jumpers a size too big, so it'd last a year.
So, I'm just wondering if it's the same
So how old are these generally? Are they not like adults? They're like kids,
Well, when I was at school there, I was probably about 7, and this kid on
And do they have to wear any kind of apparatus to sort of keep their head from kind of, you know, not tipping them over, or sort of staying upright?
Like
I mean, well, I'm just worried that the head's kind of too heavy for their body or something in there.
No, it's not that big. Right. It's just not right, you kind of go, you sort of do a bit of a double take.
Yeah.
Like the fringe isn't sort of, you know, just above their eyes, it's quite high up.
Sure. That sickens you, obviously. And is it something that repulses you slightly? Do you get
No, that'd be cruel.
No, sure.
But,
but,
you know.
But it's not cruel to discuss it on the radio.
Well, it happens, doesn't it?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I'd just like to know what it is. If it's like a water on the head type thing.
Water on the head type thing.
Like water on the knee.
Yeah.
But on the head.
On the head.
But, yeah, if anyone knows what it is.
Yeah. People with big heads.
Yeah, it'd be,
and it's, okay.
It'd be good.
Good information.
So, what time are we doing?
You sure it wasn't perspective? You sure he wasn't sort of leaning forward and he was really tall? So, the top of the head looked quite big, but then it went to a little body, but really his body was a lot further away.
No, big head.
Yeah.
Just a big head. Rest of his body, fine. Face, okay, everything's normal.
You weren't looking at him in a kettle.
If you wore a hat, it'd be alright, but...
What do you mean if you wore a hat, he'd be alright?
You'd probably just think, oh, it's a big hat, or something.
Yeah, well, what sort of hat?
So you'd have to wear like a 10-gallon hat.
Yeah, that would go down onto his shoulders with two eyes cut in it.
Yeah, like something from the Ant Hill mob.
Yeah, in Michael Bentine's potty time.
Yeah.
How would a hat help him?
Yeah. Are you sure this wasn't a Diddy man?
I'm not being mean, I just want to know what it is.
No. Okay.
Right.
Well, if you are a doctor listening and you know, you want to use your kind of free Saturday.
Not the doctor who phoned the bloke in America and said, where do I get blood from?
Sure.
Not that doctor, because I assume he's been struck off now, given...
Sure, give us a call and sort out the whole big head conundrum. What's the number?
08700 800 1234.
That's also the number to call if you have Bruce Springsteen tickets available. I will pay up to £47.
Don't do it. Go yourself. Don't give them to Steve for cost price. Make a little profit.
Oh,
I mean, don't take the mickey.
Don't worry me. You know what I feel. You've already ruined the bad thing. Don't ruin some more of my dreams.
But I'll tell you what, if you do get Steve tickets, he'll be so grateful that he will spend a bit of money on you, I imagine.
Exactly.
You'll buy tickets and, you know, give him something pretty special because you're earning now and, you know.
Yeah. So, let me discuss that with them. I mean, let's not make any promises.
Yeah. You're in the middle of a phone call there, aren't you? Is that poor bloke still on the line?
Probably not, no, he's gone.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
oh, he was in the middle of something.
White stripes there.
Yeah. Dead leaves and the dirty ground. Steve, what are you doing?
Sorry, mate, I'm just sort of preoccupied with other stuff. I've got the whole Springsteen thing I'm worried about. I've got that playing on my mind.
I've never seen Steve so worried. Like, usually he sits there with his head...
Rick, I've made promises to people that I can't keep. I promised about 3 different people I'm getting them tickets.
Well, it serves you right.
Some calls, Rick, that's all.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Are we doing the game in this hour or what?
Oh, we could do. Should we do that? Your game? Well, what was that thing you told me the other day as well, of talking about it? People have been phoning up about this. I don't think we should talk about conditions of the mind and brain.
Well, that woman's put you right.
Yeah, shown us it's hydrocephalus, it could be, and all it is that it's totally curable and it's normal life. What they do is it's a baby born with sort of water on the brain, and it comes out, must hurt a bit in childbirth, and then they just drain it off. It's just full of water.
I tell you what.
What?
Just reminded me of weird stuff going on in the world.
It wasn't a baby, was it? Maybe it was a baby. Maybe it was a baby, but it had water on everything.
Well, listen, right, this was a kid with a big head, as far as I'm concerned. He wasn't a baby. But we know what he's got, everything's sorted. But other things, right, that are weird in the world,
yeah,
you know, you're
Karl.
always like, you're going on about, there's no ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? How do you answer this one?
Yeah.
Someone here who I work with, right, I'm not going to say they are because it doesn't matter, but they were eating space cake, right?
What do you mean by that, Karl? Explain.
What's a space cake?
For people who...
It's some sort of druggy cake, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
A dope brownie or whatever, yeah.
Right.
So something with cannabis in it, is that what you're saying?
I think it's something stronger than that, isn't it? I don't know, but anyway, he was having this space cake, and...
You better give me the name now, Karl, because I've got to report him.
No, listen.
No.
It really doesn't matter.
No.
Is it Sturgis? Was it Claire Sturgis?
Yeah,
she wouldn't bother with. She's gone on the hardest. She doesn't bother with those.
Just
doesn't do anything to her now.
Straight to the vein, yeah.
So listen, right, so he's at a party, right, with his mates, and they're listening to, the Star Sailor album, right? And he's sat there, and he's had some of this cake, and he's listening to the album, and his mate's sat across the way, talking to someone else, right?
That's weird.
The album's on, and he thinks to himself, this track's going on a bit.
Yeah.
and his mate across the way, who was talking to someone else,
Heard him say it.
and he goes,
Yeah.
yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he goes, oh,
Right.
and he goes,
See, usually at this point, I say this bloke taken drugs, but you started the story
Yeah.
with this bloke
no.
had done some drugs.
Since,
Right, Rick?
No, if he was here now,
Yeah.
right, he would say, yeah, I know it sounds mental,
Yeah.
but it happened. And
Yeah.
it wasn't just a one question, it wasn't just like, oh, this track's a bit long, innit? Yeah, it is.
He had a
It
whole
was
conversation.
A whole conversation
Sure.
with the guy. And
Yeah.
But sorry, I just want to clarify. You mean he had the whole conversation telepathically?
Yeah.
Right. He didn't just shout across the
And
room.
they've recently met up and, like, they've sat there and tried to, like, work out what happened. And it's never
Without,
happened
presumably they
again.
don't have to talk at all anymore.
Yeah. Why did they meet up? Couldn't they just like on their own homes? Just stay at home,
Do they have to have that cake before they
Yeah, before they
start
have
having a
to chat.
conversation? Hold on, wait a minute, lads. Why are we using our lips?
Yeah.
This is using way too many oh, take them. There you go.
My only question with that is, being skeptics like Ricky and I, whenever we hear a story like that about the paranormal, the first thing we always look for is maybe some other explanation.
Yeah.
Maybe one vague idea.
Lying.
Could be lying.
Chinese whisper.
As I think you pointed out, there are drugs. It's often an issue as well.
Madness.
Yeah.
Fear. Delusion. Sleep.
Yeah.
You know, there are so many things you go through.
I'm gonna go with the drugs
before your dead grandmother
Exactly.
pops into the equation.
I'm
for
gonna
me.
go with the acid.
Right, tell the other story that you totally believe this as a true story, don't you? The fella with the being killed.
Right, do you know how the other week we were talking about some fella who had his head cut off? And he said, when my head goes into the basket, I'm gonna blink a lot, see how many times I can blink.
But if you remember, when Karl first told me that, it was, I think it was Simon or, Nick that pointed out, he goes, no, that's not quite right, Karl. Karl told me that he had his head cut off, and when his head was in the basket, it looked up and said, count how many times I blinked.
Yeah,
but he
sure.
believed that as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he was
yeah.
happy, he was happy with that.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
So yeah, you got that a couple of weeks ago. There was a guy. He had his head cut off, and before he had it off, he'd said, "I'm going to blink to show that there's life after death."
And
he'd done
he
it.
did 32 blinks,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
So you two were sort of putting that down the other
Yeah,
week.
we were sceptical of that.
So I looked again
On the internet?
at some other website.
Yeah.
And there's a guy...
Sorry, it's the website, just to clarify, the website is the place where you bought that property on the moon, didn't you? Because it was a bargain.
Right. So this guy.
Finger zumped.
Look, we'll see who's been gazumped when this world ends. I've got somewhere to go, right? And I know you'll be calling me up, saying, "Oh, can I come with you?"
Haven't you got like a few square foot?
No, I've got acres.
You're gonna have to stand deadly still on the moon in your 2 square foot.
I've got about 20
There's no place for
acres.
Suzanne. It'll just be you. 12 off, love.
It's all those people with big heads and web feet that've been buying it all these years.
Well, listen, right.
Go on.
Anyway,
Play a record. Tell us a story after it. We've been chatting for
Sorry,
far too long
Karl. No, there's no
here. Play a
record.
tune. We'll come back with
What
this.
do you wanna
What's
play?
this? Another ghost story?
Let's play one of my favourite songs of all time. I'm going on holiday and getting into a lovely serene mood. Sorrento, probably from that. It's Neil Young, After the Gold Rush.
Beautiful. Still to come, that competition as well. Look forward to that. Karl's quiz.
Yeah. What an amazing track that is.
tune, yeah.
Neil Young,
Dynamite.
After the Gold Rush. So go on, Karl. Sorry. Go on, Karl.
So let's take us back a few steps, Karl. What's the story?
right. So I did some research. Right.
Let's just recap again. There was a guy you read about who had his head chopped off. He was guillotined.
Yeah.
He had said to the people around him,
Count my
"I am going
blinks."
to blink once I've had my head cut off to
So
show
the
that
brain
life
can still...
or the brain
Yeah.
can continue to work after,
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
death." Okay, so yeah, we queried that.
So you weren't having any of it.
Well, no, possibly for a few seconds till the oxygen stops being fed to the cells because the blood has drained away. But, you know, nothing spectacular. So
Right,
go on.
Along the similar sort of lines, right? This is quite a few years ago. This fella sort of upset the royal family doing something, right? So they said that this isn't
It
good.
wasn't Ben Alton at that Jubilee thing, was it?
I can't remember what it was, and they said, right,
That was terrible.
we're gonna cut your head off. You know,
Oh.
you gotta show people like you can't be doing what you've been doing.
What was this? The 1970s? When you say a couple of years ago, you mean maybe sort of
Was it the olden days when the
Ages
phones
ago.
weren't very good?
Ages ago.
Yeah.
ages ago? Sure.
So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So
Very philosophical.
Yeah, imagine that when you watching this.
Cut your head off.
This was literally ages ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go
Simon
on.
Sharma's History of Britain.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
So-
and even before that, which is yonks before, when it was all mental and different. Sorry, Karl, go on.
So he's having his head cut off, and he's resigned to it.
It's the day before. He's kind of got it into his head now that I'm not going to have my head much longer.
Sure.
So he said, let's make use of this.
Yeah.
He said, I wonder how long, like, the body can stay alive without the head on it, right? So they were like, oh, I don't know. So,
Hoover.
so...
The jailers?
Whoever he was asking.
These jailers with one eye.
Yeah.
Get out.
So he said,
No, wait a minute, I've got an interesting scientific experiment, jailer. Well,
Yeah.
fair enough.
What is it?
So, he said, what I want to do, right, he said, you know, surely it's my last right, you know, I'm gonna be dead tomorrow.
Sure.
So, let's
He
do a
didn't
test.
draw it out this long, did he?
Yeah, he said, let's test this out, you know, he said, do us a favour. He said, you know, it's my last day, what I want you to do is, you're gonna cut my head off, let's put a white line on the floor,
Right.
and see if, you know, because there's no point asking how far he can sort of walk without an head if there isn't a line, because you don't know what to count, do you know what I mean? If it's just, if he loses his head and he's running around all over the place, you can't really count
That's
that.
not impressive enough, yeah.
So they said, let's make a white line.
Sure.
Yeah. Who said
And-
this? He did or they did?
I think they started to join in with him and saying, well, let's make this a... you know.
You guess it. Go on.
So,
They got Norris McWhird there. The Guinness people.
Oh. Yeah.
so they said, let's get this white line,
Yeah.
and,
Dedication's all he needs.
we'll do this tomorrow. And he said, alright then, I'll see you in the morning. So he goes-
I'll see you in the morning. Night night, sleep tight. Bye bye.
I love the fact that Karl knows exactly what was said. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he doesn't know the story
Yeah.
or what order it's in
Yeah,
or when
but
it
he
was.
knows exactly what
or
was
who
said.
said what, but he knows the intricacies. Alright then, see you in the morning. Bye. Oh, kissy, kissy, kissy. Oh, I'm not like that. Oh, you joker.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah, anyway.
So he gets up,
Do you want a paper tomorrow? No, I'm alright. Go on.
he gets up, and they say, right, you know, today's the day and that, and he said, well, you know, I've got used to the idea, so here's a white line for you.
Got used to the idea.
Go on.
So they go, right, you ready then? And he said, I go on. And they cut his head off, and the body walked 32 steps without a head.
Wow.
32 steps.
Incredible.
And that's the lesson, really.
Did it get as far as it walked along the white line, did it?
Yeah, he stayed along the white line, did 32 steps, and then started to stumble a bit, and it just fell over.
yeah.
But,
It
you know,
would
it was a test that your body can still keep alive for a little bit
Yeah.
when you've lost your head.
Absolute twaddle. Absolute twaddle.
What do you reckon you can do then without an head? How many steps?
Nothing.
There'd be muscular spasm, right?
Yeah. It would twitch a bit.
It would, yeah. You could not distinctly take 32 steps. The body well, don't...
Yeah.
Is the doctor still on the line?
Yeah.
The fellow that bought 6 parrots.
Yeah.
And, you know, you could
Incredible.
have got 32 steps.
Right, so
A
you don't
beheaded
believe
man
that?
doing a bit of line dancing.
Right, you don't believe that, but something that you do believe that a cockroach can live a week without an head.
It can. Slightly different kettle of fish there.
Why?
Wow, insect to human is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that
well,
difference.
There's not that much difference in
Well, of
some
course there
insects. Do you know that a snake has a heart and lungs and kidneys and stuff?
Go on.
No, well, I'm just saying.
So
You're making out as if like they're a totally different like being.
species. I am making that up. I mean, call me old-fashioned.
Do you know what you're talking about? I don't want you embarrassing yourself, Rick.
Yeah, I am suggesting they're totally different beings. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Now, Karl, the cockroach is a very different thing. The interesting there is that it lives without its head, because a lot of it's on. There's some of them are phototropic, chemotropic. Some of them just literally have irritation and muscle memory. I mean, they do have a central nervous system, but it's very different. So if you lose the head, it bypasses a lot of that anyway. All this is running around. The reason it dies is because it can't take on water. But it's very different to a man, right, having consciousness and then losing that, and the body still going, no, I think I remember what I was going to do here.
Yeah, so
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
call that
carefully
walking along
walk
the white line.
32 steps along this white line. Imagine just looking down going, oh, missed a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe the head was in the corner going, left,
Yeah.
left, left, oh, he's now,
Well, let's just put it out. I mean, if anyone listening has maybe had a relative beheaded, maybe in a horrendous car accident, where they got up, maybe they went for a walk, they had a little chat before
Oh,
they passed
dear,
on.
Karl.
Get in touch. You know,
Oh, Karl, you are my favourite being. You are my favourite species.
Now, you, Karl, may not be particularly different genetically from a cockroach. You are,
Why can
generally
cockroaches
speaking.
do that? Why whoever made them went...
Let's play a record.
Do you know what, when I told him this fact, I send him little facts on text messages just to inflame his, you know, interest. I just sent him a cockroach can live 9 days without its head. He texted back, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
What's the point of
They're
that?
not doing experiments, these cockroaches.
It's a boring last week to have.
And he went, and on top of all that, you're thirsty. So it's the worst week of your life, isn't it? That week without your head.
Play a record.
Play a record, Karl.
Competition time next.
Oh, look at his little face. Look at his little
You've not heard
face.
Karl's competition.
Oh, he could do without an head. Eminem. Bit late there, weren't you, Karl? Put your little headphones on. Cleaning out my closet.
What are you doing?
I've got to stuff her face with, toilet paper.
Oh.
Do the competition.
Yeah. Do you know, when we were writing the TV show, I was filming it just for our own amusement, just to sort of, I suppose more as a document, really, so that if there was ever, you know, a court of law that needed, evidence of Ricky Gervais's, I don't know what it is really, sickness, annoyance. He did this for about 2 hours. You see what he's doing now? He's stuffing his face with toilet roll.
Yeah. And pushing the lips out so I can just show your teeth.
Do you know that actually makes me want to be sick?
I know.
Yeah, so you gag a little bit.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Good, well, while Ricky does that, Karl, it's time for your quiz.
See, this is what you get if this is on telly.
Right, an
You have to be
example.
quiet or you've got to take that toilet paper out of your mouth.
Okay.
I'm really serious, because it's
All right.
really annoying.
Okay.
You gonna be quiet?
Yeah.
Right, an example of the game, just in case people didn't hear the launch of it last week. It's a song title. I tell a little story, and that song and that little story is a song, innit?
Yeah.
Right, so, say, for example,
What did we do last week?
what did we do last
Oh,
week?
the woman who,
Oh yeah, a woman who really wants to, like, have a bath because she stinks.
Yeah.
But she can't, because if she had a bath or a shower or a wash or whatever, she'd end up killing herself.
Yes.
no, you didn't say that. You didn't say she ended up killing herself.
Well, anyway, as an example, that would be one of the
yeah,
stories. and
she's
the answer,
electric.
The
yeah.
answer there is she's electric.
come on
She
then.
couldn't have a shower because she would have ended up killing herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So this week's then, and don't say it if you know it, because the idea is that people can follow, right? There's this bloke, and he buys a new house, right? And he's well happy with it. His girlfriend moves in with him and stuff, and she says, right, you know, let's clean it up a bit,
Yeah.
and, you know, straight away it'll be worth more money.
Good idea.
So he says, right, you do the kitchen and I'll do upstairs and that. And she's stripping the kitchen down, and he goes upstairs, and he's in the bedroom and notices little hole to the attic.
Oh, right, brilliant.
Right. So he goes, oh, I wonder how much room's up there, you know, I've never weighed it up. So he goes up there, and it's all, like, dusty and a mess. And he goes, this could make a good bedroom, this. So he starts cleaning it all out, puts all the rubbish, like, bins the rubbish straight away, and there's little boxes with bits in that don't belong to him. So I wonder what's in here, right? So he opens one of the boxes, there's like a little lamp.
Oh, right.
He goes, this might be worth a few quid, right? And he rubs it,
Magic lamp.
and all the room goes all sparkly and stuff. And he goes, oh, what's going on? And then this fella appears, right? In a nice sort of, pair of 501s.
Right.
And he says, what do you want?
I know already. So all the first bit is irrelevant.
Yeah, but it's about building the story, innit? So don't say anything. If you think you know it, Steve,
Yeah.
do you know it?
I don't, so I just
Right.
quickly recap the end there. I almost missed the end.
So,
God.
there you go. He's in the attic, right? His missus is still downstairs. She's not up there.
Okay.
Right? He's on his own. And he cleans this lamp. Right? And this fella appears out of all this smoke, and he's wearing a nice pair of 501s, and he's wearing a shirt. And, there you go. What's the song?
What song are you thinking of?
The lines are going mental.
Because
We're
it's
going
so
live.
easy.
Let's play a record, Karl. We'll come back and we'll find out if anyone's got that right. That's a great one, Karl, really.
Right.
Did you just come up with that literally in the last 10 minutes? Genius. This is genius, definitely. I mean, if those calls aren't from major TV companies, I don't know. I mean, dynamite stuff.
A lot of them are, what's his name's lawyer? Simon
Yes,
Mayer.
Simon Mayer.
That's my favourite thing I've done for years.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
That's great. Back to form there. So, yeah, okay, lines. The lines are going mental just because it's easy. Go on then.
So I
first one to get it. The first one to get it, but...
Well, it's not that though, Rick. I mean, Karl has just decided to revise the actual rules of the competition.
Yeah.
So that, we've decided, is very easy. So that's now a qualifier.
And so then I have to answer one live.
Exactly, so whoever gets that one right can play
Is it
for
a quick
big money.
one as well? Because some people will lose the will to live.
Yeah.
Just cut to the chase. And, because they've got to qualify now, we're throwing an Office DVD that aren't
Yeah,
ready
you'll
yet.
sign that, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
That increases value by 42 pence. Right, go on.
We'll just go live, yeah? Hello, XFM.
Yeah, hi, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Listen,
A very, very quick recap, Karl, if you will, please, for the people listening.
Very quick.
Right,
A man ends up in a loft.
man's, after moving into this house and that, he's in the loft, and he's tidying up. His missus is downstairs doing the kitchen, because that needed doing. He's up there, he's cleaning up, emptying the boxes. He finds a little, like, a
He
little...
rubs a lamp, a fella comes out wearing 501s. What's the song?
What's the song, mate?
are you talking to me?
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh, look, I'm sitting in this bar, right? I'm not ringing out relating to anything that's going on right now. I'm after one of these armbands to go and meet Bowie on Monday. Can you help me out?
What? What? Piss off.
You can't say that to our public.
Yes, I can. What I can't bear is people begging, Rick, on the radio. You know, I can't bear it.
Is that the Australian
People
bloke
just
who's got the Bruce
scrounging
Springsteen
for
tickets?
Hello, XFM.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you phoning up for an armband?
No,
No,
Jean
Okay,
Genie.
great.
Gene Genie, of course it is.
Well done.
Well done.
Right, what's
so
your name?
everyone else can ring off now because this.
Well, she might not take the challenge. What's your name?
Hello?
What's your name?
Christina.
Christina. Right, do you want to take on the challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh,
Right,
So this is for. She's already won a couple of CDs. This is for the Office DVD.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Signed by Ricky Gervais.
Right.
So
Go on
this,
then.
this is the same game again, but we're doing it live. Right?
Okay.
So
Good
this
luck.
is a song title. Right? There's this insect,
I'm loving it already.
right?
Yeah.
And it's in its little like nest. And all the other insects, all its mates and that, are really like working, they're grafting hard, they're tidying up. Some of them are going out getting the food.
Some of them have even got heads, they're still working.
Some of them are like, you know, rushing around, but there's this one insect who's just sat there with its feet up, and it's like, you know, just doing nothing, and it's annoying all the other ones, but it's sat
The
there,
Ricky Gervais bug.
and it's sat there doing nothing, having a little like fag and that. What's the song?
I don't know. Oh my god, I'm brainless.
Hold on, I don't know this either. So, obviously it's a type of insect, that's why you've avoided saying what it is. So it's something like lazy ant, lazy bee.
Well, maybe we should throw it back up and to the public.
Oh, no, and I hope this poor woman has called in and now got a stupid one.
But Christina's lost it now,
She's
hasn't
lost
she?
it. No, she's blown it, Rick.
Oh,
Sorry, you
it's
gotta
only
be
because you
cool.
changed
I
the
don't have a
rules
DVD
halfway through.
player anyway.
She hasn't got a DVD player, so she's not bothered.
Okay, alright. Cheers,
Cheers then,
Christine.
Christina.
Bye.
See you later.
So we can throw that back out then, can we?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there anyone on the phone? Yeah, go on, take the next person.
So what was it? There was some bugs, there was a bug and one of them wasn't doing any work.
Loads of them are working really hard.
Sure.
This one's just sat there doing
Oh, I
nothing,
hate that
annoying them
sort of
all, right? So, XFM. God. Hello. Hello.
I'm glad to say it's in Karl Pilkington's mind.
I like him.
Hello, XFM.
I like him.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh yeah, is it Animal Nitrate by Suede?
No, it's not. Good answer.
No.
Good answer.
Is it a good answer? That doesn't make any sense, does it?
It does, it? I know, like Karl does.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
XFM.
Hello?
Hello.
Is it Ichiku Park?
No.
Ichiku Park.
Bugs of it, shouldn't they?
Yeah, sure. I think they're stabbing in the dark.
They're starting to think like Karl, which I like. Go on, next one.
Hello, XFM.
Is it Scratch Pervert?
No, it's not.
Scratch pervert. She's come out of nowhere there.
It's good.
It's something to do with lazy bug, or lazy ant, or
Hello,
lazy
XFM.
bee.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, is it Beetlebum?
Excellent.
Beetle Bum, of course. Beetle Bum by Blur.
Sat around doing nothing. It's right, bum.
Oh, okay. So I don't win anything now.
Well done.
No, you don't.
Yes, she does. She wins the Office DVD. Take her name and address.
Signed by Ricky Gervais.
She doesn't, because she didn't do the qualifier.
She knew it was Gene Genie. Oh, Karl, let someone win something. It's painful enough listening to you for 10 minutes.
Lads, can we
give
just
away
calm down
some
for a moment?
things?
Lads, can we just come down for a moment? Once again, well, I just draw you to my point at the top of the show. When you were pissing about outside in the office, we could have been working through this.
Yeah.
We could have been figuring out the rules.
What's her name?
We could
Who's
have had
that?
maybe some
Who's
music,
that?
some jingles.
Who's that? Who's that?
What's your name again?
Can we do this off air? Let's play a record.
Yeah, no, he's not going to give her an address out. We're rubbish.
This is so rubbish.
We are really
So
rubbish.
What's your name?
D.
D. Right, okay, well, play a record and we'll get your address, D, and we'll send you some stuff.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, you should come in an hour early. We should sort this stuff out. This is what I've been saying all along. I've been saying we should come in, do a bit of preparation.
things to do.
Simon Mayo used to come in early. That was why
He didn't have to sleep and eat breakfast. Come back around by Feeder on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant, and our producer there, I say producer, Karl Pilkington, alright?
Alright.
Yeah, we got to slicken up this thing. If we're gonna be as good as Mayo, we've got to come in early and do the work.
Yeah.
Let's get in at 10 to 1 next week. We're not in it next week, are we?
No, well, I mean, we would be if it weren't for the fact
so
that
what
you
you
need a
do-
holiday already. You've done 3 weeks, but yeah, you need a little rest.
Well, I wasn't on holiday last time, I was working.
Sure.
So what, you're just gonna do a best of, are you?
Yeah, just dig out some bits.
And what are you gonna do? Just lump them together?
Just like, pick some favourite bits.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
That'll fill up 10 minutes.
Well, I'll
And
tell
the
you
rest
what,
of the
we'll
music, is it?
do this then. Do the links then. So.
Well, why don't we do some sort of stock links now then?
Okay then. Do you remember that, Steve?
Oh, that was a great moment. Yeah. great moment.
I'll tell you what though, I love the bit when he, just play
Well, let's
it.
just play it.
Right, so you
there's
play some
one.
of there.
Well, can you do a proper intro, so it's like, you know...
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what song we're gonna come out of?
Just say a generic, like, that's a good song.
Well, let's work
out what it might be.
Okay, well, what do you want to start off with next week then? Well, let's see.
Well, give them a few options.
Okay.
Give them a couple of
All right,
options. That was a great track by Oasis.
yeah. Oasis there. Well, we're not actually here today, Steve. We recorded these last week. I'm on holiday. What you're just probably
I'm
chilling
probably out with a lady.
Yeah. But
leave me alone. Stop phoning, ladies.
this is like the best of last year, and we're going to kick off with a classic clip. Who can forget this? All right. So
Brilliant.
like
So
that.
then just weave that in.
Yeah, and then it'll come out of that, come into a record or something. So I come out of another record.
Just one more, just in case I need it.
Okay. I don't know. That was Bob the Builder there. Shouldn't really be playing that on XFM, but...
Stupid car, stupid. Don't know what you're thinking, mate.
You buffoon.
Yeah, you're an imbecile.
Oh, okay, I know. Oh, great track. I love that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow, I'll wait with it.
Yeah, no, come on, let's get these right. He needs to use these next week.
Okay. Another great
Oh,
track.
just do this later.
Well, I've got to go. I've got to run
Down
away.
to the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this isn't gonna work, it's a mess.
Well, just... oh, yeah,
Well,
like
that'll be
that.
fine then for this show. It can slot right in, Karl.
Yeah.
I'm talking of a mess, mate. Your competition.
Yeah.
It was a shambles today. I mean, last week we gave it the benefit of the doubt because it was the first time we'd done it, but you've got to think it through, mate. You can't be making it up on the spot like that and changing the rules.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mate. I mean, I know you did it with the best intentions, but it was
I feel
shocking.
worried that people think we get at Karl and everything.
Yeah. But that
it's
was appalling.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
terrible.
It was
sort of like-
interminable.
he
But I think
gets,
you've got to compress those stories. You've got to tighten them right
He
up.
gets paid something like 30 quid extra for this as well. So, I mean, he's getting good money for it.
Listen, right, you say that you've got to compress it, right? The way I look at that competition is like Columbo, right? The murder bit at the end is done in like 3 minutes, but you drag it out for an hour.
Yeah.
So you sort of make it exciting and like, oh, I wonder where he's going with this.
Sure.
And it worked. You know, D Hudson, she's walking away with the DVD, she's laughing.
Yeah, but Dee's fine. She's the only one who's gained. Everyone else has had a miserable time. Yeah, of course she's happy. She's won something. But what about the listeners? There's no entertainment.
I mean, they're loving it now because me and Steve are on, and this is scintillating stuff.
Yeah, this is dynamite
this
stuff.
is amazing stuff. Talking about we're not going to be here next week and doing next week's links.
Yeah.
Because I can't be bothered to come in early. Okay, wow, excellent. Well, that's 1:45, Steve, on XFM.
I've enjoyed this wonderful collection of our greatest moments.
Yeah, there's still more to come.
You'll be next week, won't you?
Yeah, I'll I'll be back next week. Okay, I'll do the last one. Well, I hope you enjoyed, some of the best of moments there with,
I'm not gonna use these.
Why not?
They're a mess. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. We'll do them in a bit when you're done.
I'm not telling I cannot do it.
When's your plane?
It doesn't matter when the plane is.
We can do it in a bit.
I'm definitely not doing it.
I'm not wasting my time going through that.
Well, I'm not doing it then.
So
There won't be
we'll
any
waste our
then.
time. Right. We'll get it then.
My favourite Suede song there, Stay Together. By Suede. Stay Together.
Well done. That's what you're being paid for.
Well, no, because it could have been a Suede song sung by Atomic Kitten.
Sure.
And like I said, that's my favourite Suede song by Atomic Kitten.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Thanks for that.
Do you think this is the worst show we've ever done?
No, I mean, we've done some god-awful shows in the past.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, some real grim ones in the past.
Okay. Do you think people see through it even before we tell them that we're not really cutting the mustard,
Yes.
putting the F in? We had nothing to say last week.
No, I don't think anyone's fooled. I think
Really?
some people are tolerating us because they quite like your TV work, but I mean, other than that, I think they know
And they
the
haven't
shots.
played good music.
Well,
We
if I
don't
was listening to this-
skim on the tunes.
But
you
if
know.
I was listening to this, I'd be thinking I could do a better job. I'd be livid if I worked in like a bakery or something, and I was like, I hate this job, and I'm listening to us, gibboning about on the radio. I'd be livid. I'd be angry.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if this was a BBC show, I'd go mental.
Why?
Because,
Why
well, because I'd be
BBC
paying a licence fee and everything. So
Oh,
I'd just-
okay.
It would feel like it was my money being squandered.
But we don't have to
At
check,
least
'cause
this is advertisers' money being squandered.
Yeah.
This is big corporations. Screw them.
Yeah, and people haven't paid anyway, have they?
A lot of them haven't,
They probably
yeah.
paid for the batteries in their radio.
Maybe if they're listening.
We're so sorry about that.
Yeah. I feel guilty just for wasting their time, Rick.
But next week's going to be a clip show again.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
that
clip
Karl's
show.
going to do. We've decided that Karl's going to just do the links next week by himself.
Or maybe get a guest hosting, maybe like, what was that, Dennis Norden?
Yeah.
Norden type.
You know, in the Sony Awards, you hand in one show, don't you?
Yeah.
We could hand in next week's, couldn't we? Because it was broadcast in this year, just that it's a clip show from years ago.
Yeah.
You know, because you could hand in I Love 1975, couldn't you? In the BAFTAs or something.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. So should we? You're even bored, aren't you? You're bored with this show as well. This is terrible attitude. We're allowed to be bored. We're the talent,
I
right?
thought you were going to give us like 10 minutes after the show to do them, but
I can't. I've got to go.
yeah.
Right.
Do you want to wrap it up, Steve? Because Ricky's taxi might be waiting now. So
No, it's
This attitude, Rick. Are you going to put up with that? Don't you know who you are?
I just don't believe it. They should be chomping at the bit to get. They should. I can't believe their luck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And do I get treated any different? No.
Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah. Answers on a postcard if you can figure out what that sentence meant. And there'll be a DVD on its way to you. Listen, we had an email from Glenn and Sharon, and Sharon was rushed into hospital last week, and they wanted us to play something for her. She's back now and she's okay, but anyway, they always listen to the show, they're big fans. They asked for some Nick Drake. I'll play some Nick Drake next time, but instead I thought we could play a classic Dylan track. I know you're a big fan of Dylan.
Yeah.
Just Like a Woman, it's just beautiful, and that's my song for the ladies. We won't see you next week, Ricky's away, but there should be a hilarious compilation of all our best moments. Oh, I look forward to that.
Nobody